Mute.
Yo, what's happening?
Yo, can't hear him. Can't hear Turkey.
What kind of start is this?
Yo, man went second place and it's all going.
We usually end streams like this. Never mind. We usually end streams like this, not start.
Yeah, man.
You know what? His laptop is cooked. I can just tell. His laptop is finished.
Say something, man.
Yeah.
He didn't add us. He didn't add us all in. The mic's cooked.
Oh,
Yeah,
there we go. He's gone.
He's
gone, man.
Oh, has he still got the charger issue that he had from the last
Baby.
one?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, you're the presenter now, man.
Steve.
Yo, take it on, man, Steve.
Wow.
Come on.
Listen, welcome everybody to the Big Six show. Sorry we're late, but we're usually late. You know what I mean? Everybody calm down, relax. The show's about us. It's not about you. If we want to be late, we can be late. Welcome to the show. How is everybody? SAEED, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. There's a few allegations in the chat and that, but we're all good, man. We're all good. You know what I'm saying? How are you, man?
Something about TOBS and that. I don't know what's going on there, mate, but hey, we'll get into it. Matisse, are you good? No, you're not good, are you? No, you're not.
I'm good.
No, you're not. You don't look good.
Are you asking me how I am and then telling me how I am? That's crazy. I say, no, you're good. Nope, you're not good.
You're back now. You're back. Can we hear you now? Can we hear you now?
It's a little bit behind.
I just
think
saw
StreamYard's been playing up
screens.
well.
No, you got some Toby Wi-Fi going on right now.
No, you got some.
Yo, man, like Toby and that.
You're in some Starlink thing right now.
Swear.
Yeah, your Wi-Fi smoking something. What?
Yeah,
your Wi-Fi smoking nice pollen.
You passed on something to your Wi-Fi.
Someone finish. Someone continue this. Yeah, someone continue this. 1, 2, 3, 4,
4, 5, 6.
Yeah, we're good, man. What are you man talking about?
Okay.
You're pixelated as well. What's going on?
Pixelated, that's why it's maybe it's getting a little bit better. Yeah. It's adapted to the environment, man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what's going on.
Toby not fix it. No, not fix it.
Toby. Late caller.
What are you saying, though?
Froze now.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He's a bit behind, man.
He's finished.
I think the power. It's to do with the power.
How are you, Grizz? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. We're
chilling.
Yeah. We're just down here. Fifth place in that. Battle for fifth. Battle for fourth. Slot staying. Is there another season of misery on its way? Most people think so, but we'll get into it.
Yeah. What we saying? Like, as soon as he's seen second again, suddenly now his Wi-Fi's
playing.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm not sure, man. Are we buying it?
Bro,
are we buying it?
I'm here.
Are we buying it?
This is tactics, man.
Great point.
Because he said, his quote, guys, I will never see second again this season. That was his quote. You know what I mean? So
I didn't even think of that, Matisse.
Yeah, man.
I don't put nothing past this guy, you know.
Yeah. Telling you, man.
I don't know what he's smiling at.
Can you hear me? 1, 2, 1, 2. Houston.
No, he's trying it.
Houston.
He's trying it.
Are you? How am I trying it? I don't understand. Can you hear me or not?
Your face is frozen. We can hear you, but your face is frozen, bro.
Oh, yeah. You see, how am I meant to? I can't control this. I'm not Neo, bro. I can't control what's going on in this world. What are you talking about?
Finished, bro.
It's all falling apart, man. That's
it's been an eventful few days. We've got, I don't know why they're spamming Biscoff. I don't know what's going on with
listen, Biscoff's a dog. Let me just address this.
Biscoff biscuits. What's going on right now?
Biscoff biscuits. Anyone like Biscoff biscuits? You know what I mean? But that was Alessia's dog. Obviously, I did a video with it today about football, nothing else more. Talked about the ownership, the mess at Chelsea. And it was meant to be a preview last week. She was ill. We couldn't do it. So we did it today. And that's that, man. You know what I mean? So when I said
is this a prominent Chelsea creator that you've collabed with? Is she making regular Chelsea content on a daily basis, weekly basis?
I wouldn't say regular, but she might be doing it soon. I mean, if you could help her out and
you told us this last time.
Yeah, obviously life got in the way, innit? Yeah. I'm guessing. I've told her to be consistent, you know what I mean? That's up to her. But yeah, man, the words I said on there, you know what I mean? PG. I kept it, you know what I mean? Humble, relaxed, and yeah, man, I just relaxed the ball. You know what I mean? Word to GRIZZ, just relaxed the ball, and we were good, man.
Can you explain to me, the elders, and also people that may not understand? Can you explain the term being nice to mummy?
Yeah, I mean,
what does that mean? Be nice to mummy.
You know what he used to say,
and then you had a little lick the lips moment when you said,
listen, man, allow that, man. The guy zoomed into my face.
Guys, am I lying? Watch the video
there was no lip
he
biting,
says, be nice to mummy, and then
bro,
he licks his lips.
Broski, there was no lip biting.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Man was looking like Don on SDS.
Bro.
But at least he was looking at Liban or something, innit? He was looking at a dog.
At the end of the day, yeah, it's all about animal welfare, innit? So I'm just looking out for the dog. You know, making sure, you know what I mean? Making sure she's okay, the dog's okay. And that was it, man. It was just a bit of welfare check. You know what I mean? She was down about Chelsea. So I said, yo, the dog, make sure you look after her. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So no allegations in the chat. You know what I mean? And yeah, let's have a good show, man. You get me?
Man said, let's have a good show.
Let's have a good show, man. Yeah, I mean, your Wi-Fi is terrible, but yeah.
Oh, it's still bad.
Yeah, it's still bad. Well, I do a hard reset, bro. I can't lie to you. Yeah,
because it's never like this usually, man. This thing's taking
no. That's what I'm saying to you, man. The title fix is affecting your whole thing, bro.
Are you suspecting skullduggery here? Something.
I think Turkish is secretly at
Tell me how.
He's at TOBS' gaff. He must be at TOBS' house.
You're like a second delay. Like, yeah, you're about, yes.
Am I still pixelated?
Yeah. No, the pixelation is getting a little bit better, but now you've got a delay.
We're gonna try.
Have you left your camera on by any? Have you left your camera on by any chance? Have you turned that thing off?
I think second seems to be. I think second seems to be the word of the day.
Yeah, you offered it.
Second. He's second behind as well.
Yeah, so man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Man, it's all mad. It's all mad in the dunya.
Have you done a SAEED and left that thing on too long?
No. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you. yeah. Do a hard reset. We'll take over while you come back. Where should we start, man? Chelsea or Burnley Man City game?
Chelsea.
I think Chelsea. Let's be honest. I'll be real. You know.
Yeah. Talk to me, Matisse.
A 3-0 walloping at the Amex, the club that you've tried to, the ownership have tried to replicate in regards to the model and the structure and bringing in all their managers, directors, players, staff, and you lose 3-0. Wow. And they go above you in the table. Wow. In the fourth year of the project. Wow. I mean, that is damning. You know, that really is something. And what was crazy is Egg Barley was there in person to watch it. So, you know, I don't know what they've taken out of Brighton, but it looks like they haven't taken the key elements, the key factors, because how are they battering us 3-0 like that? Even the manager that we had that was sacked was a former Brighton player, Liam Rosenio. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Like, these men just couldn't get enough of Brighton. So much so that they decided to get absolutely backhanded by them back-to-back seasons. Remember last season? Dumped us out the FA Cup.
Yep.
Battered us in the league as well. And the thing is, it could have been more. The amount of saves that Sanchez made, he kept the scoreline down. We could have. I've never seen us lose so convincingly, so comprehensively. Like, we, from minute 0 to 90, literally did not compete. We lost every 50-50. They were having shot after shot. It was just attack after attack, wave after wave. That might be the worst performance. That might be the worst performance out of all of them. You know, we've been on this run. Like, you know, we've been losing games 3-0. We've been getting battered but that was the worst performance. I said I would not say Rosenio out the same way I didn't say Maresca out, because obviously I'm onto Blueco, I'm onto the directors, I'm onto the hierarchy, the ownership, and I feel like they are responsible for everything going on. So I said, why mention the manager? Because he's irrelevant. It was so bad, I had to break that rule. I just had to rope him in there. I had to throw him in there. Because it's just too much now, bro. It's 3-0. Like, how many times do you want to lose 3-0? It's crazy. I've never seen I've never seen anything like this. Never seen no goals to celebrate, just capitulations every game. I've never seen a run like it, and none of us have since 1912. They were saying since the Titanic. That's the last time. Nobody living and breathing and walking has ever seen Chelsea Football Club like this before. It's a record that's never, So yeah, man, it's just it was a despicable, atrocious performance. It was as bad as it gets. You literally can't get worse, I don't think. It felt like a 6-0, same way it would have felt if we'd lost by that many goals. We were just so bad. There's no point me even going into any individual player because every single player on that pitch was poor. There's not a single player on that pitch that was good. People will even say Hato, but he was actually at fault for the first goal. It was him after 3 or 4 minutes, didn't get the clearance off. So I can't really even give him any grace because you were part of the reason we were already 1-0 down before we even entered the 10-minute mark, 5-minute mark. So it's like you started this. Do you know what I mean? And then the rest of the team finished it.
When we often talk about coaches losing the players.
Dressing room.
Dressing room. When we talk about coaches near the end of their tenure, nothing's going through to the players. I think that performance was the absolute prime example of the players are not responding to him or listening to him at all. Because like you said, it was a peppering. 3-0 flatters Chelsea. And Brighton are good, but come on. That was like a 7-8-0 potential drubbing. And you could sense the players were giving up on him. And that's the end when that happens.
Absolutely, bro. Like you said, this team may be imbalanced. It may be poor in some positions. I've banged on about the recruitment, but they are not 3-0 to Everton, 3-0 to Brighton. The Man United game was the only one I could say maybe we were unfortunate not to get a result because of the actual performance versus the scoreline. But they're not this in terms of this run. There's no way that you can't put a better person in that position in the head coach role and get better results. It's not possible. It's not possible. So, yeah, man, he had to go. But unfortunately, that doesn't mean there's no point even asking me. That's not the problem. That's not the main issue. Everybody knows what the main issue is. And they've come out since then saying they're going to reflect and they're going to repent for their sins and all these things. They're not going to do what needs to be done. They're not going to take it to the levels that it needs to be taken to because, well and truly, if they had any remorse or any sort of reflection, they would have sacked the directors on the same night. How on earth do 3, 4, 5 directors who make the decision unanimously to bring in this manager in mid-January have to sack him in mid-April? That is unheard of at this level. Unheard of at this level, unless it's Big Ange at Nottingham Forest, maybe Tottenham with Nuno. But these stints, and those two clubs are down near the bottom fighting relegation, and didn't spend the amount of money we've spent. And look at the data that we claim to have looked at. It's absolute shambles that they've managed to brief and tell everybody that this in-house managerial appointment within Blueco from Strasbourg, we know him really well. This is perfect. We're all going to be able to sing from the same song sheet. We're all going to be able to work together in unison. Again, they're worse in terms of hiring and firing. They're worse than Roman Abramovich ever was. Roman Abramovich did not go through this many managers this often. The hiring and firing rate is worse under this ownership in terms of days. That's how bad they are. And they don't have the success and the justification of standards to even fall back on. So in every area, every metric, they are just failing. And it's crazy, man. We're not, like someone said in the chat, we're not a football club at this point. Like, this is not a football club. No football club runs like this. Not Sunday League, not anywhere up and down the divisions. It's crazy, bro.
What's the last thing they said? What's the last official thing they've said?
Oh, the board?
Yeah.
They're gonna go for a more experienced, proven manager, apparently. Again, I'll believe it when I see it. And yeah.
Generally about Chelsea, like, what's the last official thing they've said, like, about their vision for Chelsea, like, what it is?
They don't have a vision. They don't have a vision. So the last thing Eghbali came out and said last week before the protest, which was obviously to try and bring down the numbers, and like I said before the protest, the amount of things they tried. Caicedo new contract, that meme's going around with Rosinio looking at him and his family there doing up a huddle. You had the Eghbali conference where he came out and said we're gonna again look to improve our shortcomings, etc. It's all just chat, man. Until it's actually action and we can actually say, wow, they're actually seriously moving in a different direction. But they've already proven they're not going to, because they've said we still trust and have faith in the directors that have spent 1.8 billion and have gone through 4 or 5 different managers and a couple of interims. So you factually cannot be reflecting and improving to the level required if you've not sacked those people in charge there, of the people that are in charge of running the day-to-day of your football club for the last 4 years that have clearly failed. It's not up for debate. It's not an opinion. It's a fact. They've failed. Chelsea about to finish outside of Europe, potentially Conference League at best. You've had Champions League football 1 out of the 4 seasons you've been in charge. It's factual failure. Like, I don't really understand what they're doing at this point. I really don't. These men are losing you money and you're not firing them. What's going on right now? Crazy.
So where do you go now then? Because you're not going to get Champions League football. I think everybody's given up on that one. Europa League, I don't know if it looks likely. I'm not gonna lie, these teams look hungrier than you lot. Brightons, the Bournemouths. So how are you going to attract players to come to your club? The players want to leave. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry,
they still can get Champions League football.
Nah, come on, bro.
It's not in their hands, but they can get it. They can get Champions League football. If Aston Villa
by a 6th position, you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like the other teams are just looking more better than Chelsea, bro. If I'm being truly honest with you, like the Brightons, the Bournemouths, they're playing better football. They're more consistent. You got Everton as well. You got Brentford. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I don't think this is as easy as what you say it is, Tobs, man.
He's not saying it's easy. He's saying it's possible, but the amount of variables, the amount of variables that are needed, you need. I don't know if you're using your mic, so you might change.
No, sorry, I switched mics. I don't know. I was accidentally on my laptop.
Oh yeah. You need Liverpool to finish ahead of Villa.
Yeah,
so you're relying on Liverpool to improve and to be consistent, and then you need Villa to win the Europa League, and then you also need to finish 6th. Like, it's so many factors that need to fall in your favor. It's
not in your hands, basically.
It's not even not in our hands. It's not even in our. It's not even in our. It's not even in our grasp. In my opinion. In my opinion, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's like.
Yeah.
It's very unlikely. Very unlikely. Especially when you look at Palmer probably being injured. Right. He is injured. He's not in form. Like we Esteval's got a grade 4 tear. I didn't even know that existed. So that's another issue there in the front line. It's too many. Reece James is still out. It's too many problems, man. And then this guy that's in charge now, this interim, for the 2nd time in a row, he's not even qualified to be in the position. I know he got a point at SAEED.
Man, like Dan Potts.
He lost to Fulham. Yeah, it's just a mess, bro. It's just a mess.
I guess I was more referring to you finishing 6th, but I did say it's not in your hands. Like, I think you can still finish 6th. I don't think the gap is that insurmountable. But I hear Saeed's point that the other teams are in better form. So yeah. And I think you lot still have what? Who do you still have left to play? So you have
Liverpool away. Liverpool
away. Who else?
Tottenham.
Sunderland away last day of the season.
Tottenham,
which is not easy. Because Sunderland got a home record, and also I think we got Forest at home next. After,
bro.
And they're fighting. They're fighting for their lives,
bro. Don't give me that, brother.
Bro, no, Tobe, seriously. Our players, GRIZZ has just said this. Sorry. Yeah, you need results. But Forest are fighting for their lives. Forest are actually gonna leave everything out there. And my players don't really have any motivation to play football until the end of the season in the league. The FA Cup this weekend is the only thing that should inspire them, or should, and then the Tottenham home game, because the Chelsea home crowd will be onto them if they do not win that, and they all know what that game is. The rest of the games, I can't tell you we're gonna come with our best foot forward. I hope.
So you'll be onto them for us, but you won't be onto them for Forest.
Of course, yes. The Chelsea home fans will be onto the team if they don't.
This is why you're not getting Champions League football. Your priorities are all the way effed up. Honestly,
No. The priority is not effed up from us. The priority was effed up from the owners. We want to win leagues. We want to. How many times I come on here and bang about, I want to win this, I want to win that. We all want to win. We all want to compete at the highest level. But unfortunately, the club, which we are not really in control of, are not acting accordingly with our ambition. So, like, what do you want?
It looks a big mess from the outside looking in. Like you say, the World Championship thing pre-season, you know, you won that, and then people sort of looking, thinking, oh, something's happening at Chelsea there. You know what I mean? They signed João Pedro, etc. Not a bad team, Estevao. But then when you actually deep it, you've got Fernandes and people like that down in tools talking rubbish. You've got Cole Palmer, who's not hit the heights he's been the season before. What it seems to me is like he started off on this project where you sign Fernandes, you sign Caicedo, you sign Cole Palmer, and you're thinking to yourself, Chelsea mean serious business here. They're getting players in through the door, big players. Then all of a sudden you're sprinkling that with players that are just there for the project, younger players, people to sell on, etc., etc. The off-field things that are going on, you know, is a mess. Fine for this, fine for that, selling the hotel, selling the thing. So they clearly haven't even got a grip of the off-field business as well. So as owners go, these are pretty bad because they've took an institution. You can call Roman Abramovich whatever you want to call him. But Chelsea was ruled with an iron fist and it was ruthless, but the quality never dropped. You know, if Chelsea ever had a season out of it, you knew within 18 months they were going to be back in it somewhere because the levels would never drop. I look at this Chelsea team now and I feel like Man City, Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool are pulling clear of this team. I think this major surgery needs to be done. And the fact that I think you lack leadership in the team. I look around that squad and I don't see anybody that's putting the foot down and dragging Chelsea through it. You know what I mean? It just looks weak to me. It looks like they're a load of rats ready to jump the ship. And I don't blame them because I think they've been sold a dream, some of them players, which the dream's not what it's meant to be. Cole Palmer talking about, they've promised me this and I believe in the project and all that. There's only so many times you can believe in the project when you're finishing outside of Europe, you're not competing at the highest level. Cole Palmer's not going to want to hang about at Chelsea, no disrespect, when he knows he could be in the Champions League every week. He could be fighting for trophies. You know, Enzo, he's shown his true colours for me. He'd be the first one out the door. If an experienced manager comes in that squad, he'll analyse that squad and think, right, who are the ones we can count on here? And I don't think you can count on him. You know what I mean? Caicedo's got a bit about him. But there's a major reset on the horizon, I think. I don't know what they're going to do. I look at it and I think they're going worse. I don't see anything. I spoke in beginning of the season about Chelsea maybe not doing anything this year, but with the youngsters that they've signed in a couple of years, they're going to be a force. But it's just a mess. It's just a mess. And like you say, I can't see out good coming out of it at the minute, you know?
It's one of the things you said is so pertinent to the situation as well, because it's like they take one step forward and 3 steps back. It makes no sense. Like that Club World Cup, whatever we can say about it, that was a big result against PSG, right? Nobody really respected the UEFA Conference League or whatnot, but like beating PSG in the final, no matter what way you want to spin it, it's big. It's a big achievement, right? You're meant to build off that. They signed João Pedro. It's like, okay, maybe you didn't need him, but that on paper, that's a good signing. That's a good signing. But then they start sprinkling João Pedro with Garnacho. This is off the back of signing Gittins and stuff. And it's just like, you signed a player that maybe chips away at the gap, and then you sign 2 more players that build a new gap or increases the gap. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it doesn't make sense. And they do it every window. It's not just exclusive to this window. The season before, they signed I can't remember who it was that they signed in the summer. Who was your marquee signing that summer? I think the
season before the last summer.
Yeah, so the season before. So Maresca's first summer. So you signed Pedro Neto, which at the time we all thought that's a good signing. But then you sign João Felix on a permanent. Then you sign Kieran Dewsbury-Hall. And listen, Dewsbury-Hall is a good player, but he's a good player for a team like Everton. He's not the player that Chelsea should be signing. And this is the problem with their squad building, because they do have good players. They absolutely do have good players, but they keep sprinkling their good players with too many poor players that can't hang at that level. And when you call upon those poor players, they drown. And then you go into another summer, then it's another upheaval. Then those players get sold. Then one good player gets bought in. accompanied by 3 bad players. It's a terrible way of doing business, and it's a terrible way to build their squad. They're never, ever going to compete for anything serious with that model. Never. And we said this a year ago, a year and a half ago, and Chelsea fans on this show were calling us deluded, etc., etc. I remember it vividly. The Garnacho signing last summer, I said straight up, he is shit. S-H-I-T, shit. No business signing this guy, especially off the back of a 20-year-old Gittins who's never played in the league. Oh, what do you know? Oh, you're being harsh. He's young. He's not good enough. He's not good enough until they start prioritizing the players that are good enough for the level that they aspire to. They're not going to go anywhere. They're not.
Yeah.
What do you think the plan is, though? Like, if they've spent that much money, but the vision is unclear and the recruitment is this bad, and what is the plan?
There is no plan.
No, but like
they can't sell well. They can't sell well, though.
You don't always have to have a plan, bro.
Guys having fun with Chelsea, because this ain't them having fun, isn't it? So there must be some sort of a plan.
Do you know why I tell you there's no plan? Yeah, these guys gave the directors a 80% wage increase, and then they find themselves in financial difficulty in the reports that come out. So are you even financially planning? Because why are we giving wage increases to directors that haven't proven themselves and have been highly scrutinized because of the Club World Cup? But then now financially, we're having to sack this coach that we had called Ed Brand, who's been at the club for over a decade, because we need to make up the money that we've lost in the financial reports. But you've just given raises. So in any company, when you're doing your finances, you're meant to be forecasting. You're meant to be checking what your plan is going forward in terms of your earnings, your revenue, your profits. So how have we gone from giving raises to having to sack staff that are integral to the behind the scenes because we can't afford? Like, there's no plan, bro. I'm not even trying to justify this. There's no plan. As far as I can see, there's no plan. They're just winging it, bro. They're literally just winging it because they literally go from one manager to a next, and there's no like, it's not even like Chelsea are hiring the same type of manager in terms of positional play or certain principles. Like they're just scattergun. They're just scattergun. It's just everything's it's all over the shop. Like Garnacho in a possession-based system, when he can't, his first touch is and he can't dribble. But you bought Garnacho for a manager who plays with high and wide wingers, who want to isolate their wingers, and you get the ball to the wingers. 1v1, we've got the 2 worst dribblers in the league in Neto and Garnacho. They statistically are the top 5 worst dribblers in the league from last season. But that's the wingers that we're playing our whole system for under Maresca, to isolate those wingers 1v1. Not Leao's, not Doku's, not like Neto and Garnacho. Have you seen the way they dribble? You've seen the way they you have. So it's not making sense. It's not meant to make sense.
Who are you looking at for the manager job, though? Who are you looking at realistically? What's the name everyone wants?
There's no name that's realistic that anybody's gonna like, put it like that. Because what we can attain and what we can attract because of where they've put us is no one of any note. And no one of any note wants to be working under this structure with these guys in charge, with the financial limitations because of the money they've wasted, and also the way they walk into dressing rooms and their new modern day way of going about things. Nobody wants to work under these guys because we've been rejected by loads of top managers already. So the managers that the fan base want are different from the managers the fan base is realistically going to get. So there's no answer there, unfortunately.
Everyone thought Areola's going to go back to Bilbao, but it looks like he's not now because they're hiring the other one, the ex-Dortmund.
The German.
Yeah, so that, I mean, I don't know. I can't envisage, like you said, Matisse, Areola wanting to work under that ownership. Marco Silva is an option.
It's fucking embarrassing.
Jesus Christ.
See what I mean, man? Now,
I'm just saying names. I'm just saying. Like, these
I know you are, but that's
So, and apart from that,
Fabregas hype, man. Since Fabregas hype.
If you're looking at the top level, like the ones that Man City and Liverpool linked with their coaches' futures uncertain, and even United's, you're looking at the Nagelsmanns, You're looking at the I don't know.
Just Nagelsmann right now. That's
no, there's others as well.
Iriola's there as well.
They shouldn't have sacked Maresca. It's that simple. They shouldn't have sacked him because he had minerals. He wasn't.
No, but they were complaining, man. There was fans complaining about Maresca.
Honestly, that's such a big mistake, and we said at the time he wasn't perfect, but he had minerals. He had minerals.
I agree. Like, I didn't want him sacked, and I said that at the time.
Yeah,
like,
you didn't. But there was names. There was names.
Under this ownership, there's a very obvious ceiling and cap to what you can bring in, and Maresca sits at the top of that cap or close to that cap. If this is an ownership where there's like the limitless options, of course, okay, we would be in conversations for Enrique before he signs a contract, or we'd be in conversations for managers that everybody would be drooling over and would be world class and would be Premier League winners or Champions League winners, but we aren't. So with what we realistically can get, Maresca was as close to as good as it gets for us, in my opinion.
Was that one in winning 7 in it though? That's what killed him. Like, I think.
Yeah, but we've had everybody's gone through patches. Like
Tuchel went through a mad run of wins, and now look at him.
Slot's gone through at Liverpool. You got if you're but this is the thing, Saeed. Fans can be emotional and can want this and that. Not everybody wants him sacked. Some people want him sacked. If you're a manager at a top club and you go through 1 win in 7 or whatever it is, there are going to be fans that want you sacked. Your job as an ownership is not to
get carried away,
carried away or get emotional. And you're meant to be the clear, calm, concise. And you're running a project with young players that relies on stability and continuity. You can't be knee jerk and you can't just sack. And you certainly can't sack without a manager like in the foreseeable future that you can bring in, that you've got prepped and planned, that is going to be of level. But you sack Maresca and you bring in Liam Rosinio. What?
This is what I'm saying, bro. Man.
Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? You didn't sack Liam Rosinio and bring in, I don't know, Emery, even though like 5 years ago, Emery would have been like, ugh. But for Chelsea now, that would be a fucking, that'd be a win. That'd be a win, yeah? But like, you didn't bring in a better manager and everybody's like, oh, okay, now we see why they sacked Maresca. They got a better manager. No, you brought in Liam Rosinio. Like, come on, man. And this is very like, it's very like when we signed Gittins and we sold Madueke. Like, you've sold someone that you developed and you worked with for a bit of time, who's still not good enough, and then you bring in someone even more unproven and even more raw, and who's even more young and developing, and you just start the whole thing all over again. It's just crazy, bro. In mid-season, when we got Premier League, like, we're in the thick of it, no preseason, bro. It's mad. Don't make no sense, bro.
Bro, I just don't know, man. Then you got the new manager that comes in has got to play with them players. Is he having?
How bad can it get? What we saying? What we saying? How bad do we realistically think?
Well, this season or next?
No, just generally Chelsea Football Club.
Honestly, it depends. It depends on how many more bums they add to their squad. Because if they get no Europe next season.
The way they're going, if there really is no plan, and it was, the actions suggest there is no plan, or the results of their actions, then they'll have to sell up soon. That if there really is no plan, and this is them just having a go, they're gonna have to sell up soon. It's not like with the Cronkies, it was obvious. They was, milking the club, and it was about making top 4, and it was all right. Then it might have been about 100% ownership of the club, because since then they've invested more. There was a clear plan there you can talk about. With United and the Glazers, the plan is simple. They make profit, and the Glazers are happy with that. With your one, if there is no plan, they will have to sell up in the next 2 years.
Sorry. So what you said, the plan was for them to sign as many young talents and players as humanly possible. They were interested in Endrick. They were interested in all of these guys, everyone, Elise, but they could only get what they could get because of their limitations from a wage perspective, from a price point perspective, whatever. They didn't want to pay, or they didn't want to, put up the cash. And they just thought, because they don't know anything, and they clearly have shown this, they don't know the intangibles of football. They don't understand the nuances. They don't understand the details, the fine lines. They just thought if they just bring in as many young players as possible, not even all of them of the highest level. We got some Denzel Washingtons and some Garnachos and some Gues and some Delaps mixed in with some Estevals and Palmers. If you just bring them all in together and you just keep selling the ones that you don't think are good enough, and you just keep bringing in more and more, the odds are at some point you're going to be left with 15 players that everybody rates, and they'll all just win together. What a simple-minded, dumb way of looking at football or looking at a project. Nobody's compensating for the fact that Bernardo Silva at 33 years old is needed in that Man City dressing room, is needed in that Man City team. So are Kuzanov, so are O'Reilly can play their best level. No one's compensating for the fact that when Bernardo Silva came in and he was young, there was a David Silva. And that's why this keeps going, where they keep finding leaders within their own squads because they learn from leaders within their own squad, and it keeps going, and it's a cycle. And I've referenced it. Aspilicueta, that's where Reece James started. Tammy Abraham, okay, he wasn't good enough in the end, but he started with Giroud. I'm not even just saying world-class players, but just professionals, people that played at the highest level, have won things for their club and country, that have been around the block, that have gone through pressure, gone through 1 win in 7, etc., etc. Have some discipline, have some standard. If you don't have people around that can bring that to the table, then who are the leaders and who are people learning from? They're not learning from anyone. Like, our oldest player is Tosin and Sanchez.
Do you know what's mad as well? Just a quick one. If their model is the Brighton model, do you know how mad that sounds? That a club the size of Chelsea, where Chelsea have been and done, are modelling their football club on Brighton. No disrespect to Brighton. Brighton have done well. If I'm a team that's been promoted, I'm looking at Brighton and thinking, right, we need to model on Brighton because they've established themselves in the Premier League. They've sold certain players for big money and they're competing, trying to get in Europe. But for Chelsea to come in and say, yeah, we're going to do it this way, because it's mad. Because the models at Man City, Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal are a million miles away from the models at Brighton. And if you want to sit with the big dogs at the top of the table, there's only so long you can blag it. You know what I mean? And that's what I think Chelsea have been doing the last couple of years, blagging it. And now it's all falling apart. And I'm looking at it, and there's either got to be a change of ownership, or they've got to bring a manager in that they actually back and they don't listen to the outside noise, a manager with a plan, a manager that's going to run the club his way, someone with a pair of bollocks who's going to stand up to these dickheads when they come down and say, oh, we need to release this player. Look at Mark Gay at Chelsea. Joe Cole said it the other day. Who the fuck let Mark Gay, leave Chelsea and go to Crystal Palace, etc.? People in the club knew Mark Gay was a good player. They said that's just one example. But somebody somewhere had that bright idea. And like you say, at the minute, from the outside looking in, it looks a mess. There's got to be some tough decisions made in the summer. But I think all problems are lying with them owners. Them owners have brought nothing to the table. You can throw cash at anything. People always say, Pep only wins because of money. The most important piece of your football club is the manager, because you are trusting him with your dough. If a manager goes on a mad one and spends your money recklessly, it can set your football club back 10 years. So Pep Guardiola, we trust him because he gets it right here and there, and he's got a sort of plan. But at the minute with Chelsea, Rosenior should never have been through the door. I felt a bit sorry for him. He did well at Strasbourg, but it was a desperation, appointment. He was always a dead man walking. He said some good things. He looked the part, but you could tell some of the players ain't respecting him. You're not running through brick walls for Liam Rosenior, and that's no disrespect to him. You're not. I've heard John Terry on TikTok begging. He's basically begging to be a part of the setup for this kid guy at the cup semi-final at weekend. But I'll tell you something. If I'm Leeds manager, I'm sensing blood here. I'm sensing blood here. Weekend Leeds with them fans, 30,000 fans behind them, Wembley. They can tell Chelsea's team's on the ropes. The fans are on the ropes. It's going to be peak.
Best time to play them.
100%. Leeds are buzzing.
100%. I think one thing you mentioned with Pep as well that City have had, which every team who wins, they always have. The manager and the head of recruitment, or the sporting director, whatever you want to call it, the director of football, they're always in sync. Pep Guardiola had Tixi Berixter, and now he's got Hugo Viana. Flipping Sir Alex Ferguson had my man. What's his name that retired now? David Gill, exactly. Right. You can look at PSG. PSG are the best team in the world right now. They've got
Luis Campos,
Luis Enrique, and Luis Campos. Right. You always have directors of football, sporting directors who are in lockstep with the coach. So they recruit players that the coach can work with, right? It's not always going to be hits, but more often than not, if you have that synergy in place, it's going to be more hits than misses. With Chelsea, they don't have that synergy, and it's just so much wastage of money, like so much waste.
They're not, these guys are not recruiting for the manager, because look how many managers they've had. It's impossible that they would have recruited for the manager, because the manager that they recruited Enzo Fernandez for, or you know, all these guys for, the manager's gone by now, so it's a different manager. So,
but I don't even believe in recruiting necessarily for a manager, Matisse. Though, like it's more about,
but even for a style of play.
But it's like for a style, exactly. It's for the style of play.
For a style. But we've got two main directors, and then we've got 3 people under them, I think. The only reason why you'd have that many is because you're trying to cast your net really wide and bring in as many young players at a low price point as possible to make a profit, or to whatever, after you've brought them up a level in whatever development plan path you've chosen. All the clubs you've just mentioned have got one sporting director, one manager, and then scouts that follow the sporting director's orders based upon the conversations with the manager. We don't have that. We got so many directors. We got so. Do you know what I mean?
Can you tell us how many footballing directors you've had in the last 5-6 years?
Oh, it's the same ones that have come in from the beginning. There's no accountability. So they're not sacking Winstanley. They're not sacking Stewart. The only reason why Christopher Ravel went is because he couldn't align with Winstanley and Stewart. Because the current ones are the ones that came in from the beginning. Winstanley, Stewart are the main ones. They're the ones that sign everything off. They've been here from the beginning. Then you got Joe Shields. Then they've added to that with this Sam Jewell guy. And I think there's one other guy I can't remember the name of. But they don't have any accountability at that level. Those guys are the ones that got 80% pay increases last summer. And those are the guys that are still under no pressure right now, even though they've spent over £1 billion. David Fowler. That's the one. They won't sack them. That's what I'm saying.
Together, like, is there no
too many chefs in the kitchen, man?
Too many.
They look from the way it looks to me. They look like they all get their own piece of the pie. Like they all get their own player that they kind of want. Like we got players that have always got links to Winstanley from a Brighton perspective, and then we've got some players that are always linked to Man City from a Joe Shields perspective. And we get a little bit of everybody's players. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets a little bit. It's mad. I don't know what the hell's going on, bro. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. But yeah, it's mad. It don't make no sense.
Long may it continue, man. Long may it continue.
Let's do the Chelsea super chats, because there's quite a few. Let me scroll right to the top and start. Yeah, Zach says, Rosenior's aside, these players cannot keep down in their tools every time they don't get what they want. They are dreadful and most need to go. And do you have a number of how many you'd keep in an ideal world in this squad?
Players? No, I actually don't. Not off the top of my head, but a lot of the young players like Achampong, Santos, they would do brilliantly if they had the quality and experience that we're lacking in certain positions. A lot of these young players are being let down. Like Garnacho can't be saved; he's just shit. Like some of these young players are actually being let down because they have ability, but they don't have the environment around them.
Guidance.
Yeah, exactly.
Frankie says, Matisse, I appreciate your expert analysis. I do. However, last stream you described your world-class player Caicedo as, quote, loosey-goosey. Can you elaborate?
He's playing poorly, man. Like, I have to be honest. Cucurella, Caicedo was poor again. We had no control over the midfield. Like, no one's playing well. No one against Brighton played well. Everybody was awful, but that doesn't mean I don't rate anyone.
Chalobah.
Yeah, you know. Lord, but sometimes your top players are playing shocking. I still rate. You know, our players. Some of our players.
I think you need 2 centre backs, man, in the summer.
Yeah, we do.
Cole's going to be back fit soon, though. But yeah,
no, but
right.
you can't throw him into. Yeah, you can't throw him straight in. We need 2 centre backs. Absolutely, we need 2 centre backs. The goalkeeper's confidence is cooked. He was awful from a ball playing standpoint. Kept kicking out into touch.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need, bro. We need the same things we needed last year and the year before, bro. It's just a lot. Same.
Love more talk less. Says Matisse. Honest opinion about Enzo in a City side. I never rated him, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I've always said if he's going to leave, he's going to go to a top team. People think I'm joking, but he's only been linked with top teams again. He's a player that a lot of top teams that dominate possession are gonna value, and that profile of midfielder, even though he's not what it used to be in previous generations, is lacking in this sport. There's not many top passers out there. When this guy's on it, he can pass, man. So yeah, I don't know how
City playing. That's the sticking point with him is the price. He is a good player, but the sticking point with him is always the price.
I don't know what the price would be. I don't know. Like I don't know if the price drops if he keeps speaking out and then they just say, "Oh, we're not standing for this," and then gets toxic and then obviously he leaves. I don't know what they're willing to bring the price point down to.
Training. Yeah,
I'm assuming it would be whatever the book value is to not make a loss on the spreadsheets. But yeah, I think City have certainly got more money than Madrid have got to pay it. So yeah,
I don't think we go for him. I don't think he's our type of player, to be honest.
United 927 says United should get Achimpong. I rate him highly, and that's pure profit for Clear Lake's investors.
Wow, it's better than Euro. So
they keep saying he's not for sale. So I don't know.
Alexander adds, what does Matisse think of Cucurella's barber leaking the starting 11 to FPL accounts on Twitter?
Oh, yeah, I didn't even know about this until after the game. So, yeah, I mean, at this point, man, it's just whatever.
What trim is he getting, Cucurella? Is he getting a little trim on the sides and that? What's he doing?
I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know, man. At this point, it's just, place is cooked, man.
JJ says, big up, brother Matisse. He gets sacked, arrested, and out on time to make the big 6.
That was hilarious.
Matisse,
busy day, bro.
You know, worst case scenario, you could be 11th by the end of Monday and out of the cup. #dark. A quick question on the cup: who thinks Chelsea make the final?
I think Leeds. I just got a sneaky feeling for Leeds. I don't know why. I just think
it's not sneaky. It'd be sneaky if you said Chelsea win, bro.
Who's fit, Matisse?
I don't. Man. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like João Pedro apparently is back in training. I think. Palmer apparently not. I don't know because I think the presser must be tomorrow. So yeah, I don't know.
I think you scam it, man. I think you scam it.
Chelsea pull it out with no manager.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Yeah, the fact that he's been sacked gives us a little bit more hope. Well, it gives us like a little bit more of a chance because the players now will just be playing.
João Pedro or Cole Palmer turning it on will be the difference. It's simple.
That's
it. So you think you get through, Matisse? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no, but yeah. If you get what I'm saying, do you know what I mean? Like, I could see us sneaking out of there on quality, but if we don't match their intensity like we did in that Ellen Road, we could easily lose because they're gonna come out all guns blazing. They're gonna be fucking going off, like their fans are gonna be moving mad. It depends on João Pedro. I'll be honest. If João Pedro is fit, I'll give us a chance. If I'm seeing Delap, Garnacho, and Neto front three, then we're cooked.
Mate, the lap starting, that's an automatic L.
Yeah, literally. So I need.
I need nothing against the kid, but I think
he's been.
I was wrong on him. He's not. He doesn't belong at this level. It's actually it's torture at this point. It's torture.
Aidan says, no surprise that Chelsea in the table are amongst Brighton, Brentford, Bournemouth teams. These pathetic directors and novice ownership wanted to emulate, so here they are. When Roman got the club, the blueprint was Madrid. Actions speak. Irate genius. Big up. Chelsea got squad building horrifically wrong. The club losses, they now sell to buy, and the holding co has a PIK loan. They have to start paying off before 2033. Can't grow dollars fast enough. Dark. Or big up. Or he says, could you read this? Sure. You can't click links.
It's a tweet, isn't it?
What have you said, Matisse?
Let me try and find it.
You've probably said a lot. Saeed's gonna try and find it. I hope you're good, brother. Tom says Garnacho is Adnan Januzaj part 2.
Oh,
when he's 28, he'll be playing for a team like Olympiacos. I said it when he was at United, but thanks for the 40 M's. Saeed.
It's the tossing tweet, Matisse.
Oh, basically. But do you know what? Yeah, I don't really mind that one because he was for free.
Yeah, he was free. Yeah,
he's a free sign.
The only thing he said though was quick.
Oh yeah. I fucked up.
Yeah,
But
that one there was a bit mad.
what I'm saying is my bad opinion didn't cost us no money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
He didn't cost nothing. He's meant to be a 4th choice centre back.
Yeah.
He's not the reason we're in this mess. It's because we spent 40, 50 million on scrubs that have actually blown our budget. So I don't mind getting an L on that one. That was an L. But...
And to be fair, he did say at the end, hold down the fort for Wesley Fofana.
Yeah. That was an L.
He's such a letdown. Fofana.
Yeah.
Fofana is a... See, this is the thing. As much as I don't like tossing, Fofana at 80 million, oh my God. Did you see how weak he was on the second goal?
Bro.
Such a letdown.
Yeah, but Fofana...
Bro, you can sign 2 centre-backs for that.
Fofana, I agree. Massive. What's that? Massive flop and all that. But Fofana's got a serious knee injury that fucked his career up, basically. It's very evident that he's never been the same player.
I don't think it's down to that, you know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know he's had that. I don't think it's down to a knee injury. I'll be real with you.
That's the most nastiest injury you can get as a footballer.
Yeah,
it is, but it's not. Your reading of the game isn't down to you not.
Yeah, exactly.
You're reading the game. You're reading the game, but your physical attributes get you out of your lack of reading of a game. And if those
he's not struggling physically, he's struggling because he's struggling because he's.
Brother, if you've got that injury, we don't know how much he's struggling, man. We can't say that, man. That's the worst injury you can possibly get. Worst injury. His knee was shattered.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I think he wasn't exactly pulling up trees before the injury at Chelsea.
I get that. I'm no way justifying that he's worth 80 million when they signed him when he was, you know what I mean, pre-injury. He was never worth 80 million.
I'm not even talking about being worth 80, but anyway.
Couple here from Abdu. The first one says, when the takeover happened, the first thing they said was Chelsea was financially run badly under the old regime. They want to buy to flip. Okay. And he adds, on a different subject, I noticed that nobody on the panel talks about Delap like they did Nicholas Jackson. I wonder, is it a colour thing? Oh, we just mentioned Delap, to be honest with you. But
I think that's because Delap doesn't start. Like Delap usually on the bench, thankfully, but he unfortunately has been starting recently, so we've been seeing him a lot more.
Talking about Delap, man, like what's going on, man? SAEED, man. A lot of people are saying, can you ask SAEED about?
Bro, I didn't say anything. I just said
being the next Harry Kane and that. Like,
no, I didn't. That was not my words.
Asking, the people are asking. It's our job to ask the questions that people want to ask.
No, you wanted to ask me. You seen the video.
Did I not say on this show that Harry Kane comparison was disgusting? And
I didn't make that comparison.
By the way, not just YouTubers, football fans, you guys in the chat, on Twitter, you were all saying the same shit. You were all saying it. I'm sorry. Yep. This Delap, and I said it on here, you'd be lucky to even say he's like a Vardy because that's his play style. He wants to be aggressive. He wants to run in behind. He wants to be a bit of a battering ram, but he's a weak battering ram, similar to Gyökeres. Weak battering rams. They're not Betos. They're not physical. They don't win duels. Weak battering rams. And technically, you can't talk to Harry Kane. You man have seen this guy drop deep, spray pass, switch play through balls like a midfielder, and you had the audacity to compare Liam Delap. Fuck, man. It's one of the worst opinions out there in football sphere, bro. Shocking.
The only thing that I would say, I agree with.
Hang your head in shame, bro. And this is what happens. This is where these other leagues and these other football fans, they say Premier League football fans get too ahead of themselves too quickly, bro. And in terms of the England national team, and Delap's going to replace Kane. Remember when Kane was catching all that smoke in the England team, Tobes? They were saying, replace him with Watkins, replace him with Watkins. Have shame. Have shame. Man's chasing a Ballon d'Or. Have shame.
Boy.
But you know
where's Culture Camps? Where's Culture Camps?
That guy's hitting 20 every year, 20
bro.
plus assists.
Oh, Culture Camps said
to run that guy out.
Yeah, he was saying,
you know what it is? You know what it is?
Bin
it's
Kane.
Funny because you know what it is in football, football's a humbler, isn't it? But at the time, though, it was like meant to be Delap the next in line to be after Harry Kane. It wasn't going to be Watkins. It wasn't going to be Solanke. It was meant to be Delap. But he's had a horrible, absolute mad stinker. So,
SAEED, you know what it is, though?
SAEED, no one gave Delap time, and no one allowed Delap to actually prove himself properly before saying that, though. That's my
true.
Thing. He just,
but there was a lot of hype, man. And listen, the comments can talk now and say, "Oh yeah," but
he did well for Ipswich. But the problem is, He did well,
and it was 30 million as well.
Yeah, and it was a relatively cheap price. But the problem is, it's the level, the jump from a team who got relegated to a team that
I agree.
below fourth or fifth is below fourth. It's a failure. It's literally a failure, right?
Yeah.
It's a big jump, and he can't hang. He literally cannot hang at this level.
You know what? Someone's just compared him to. Do you remember, guys? I don't know if you guys all remember, but Kevin Davis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but he was massive.
That is a very good comparison. Whoever said
Kevin
that
Davis is better, the better footballer.
That's
so
very good
nasty.
Comparison.
Nah,
Very
Kevin Davis was an OG.
Kevin Davis is a better footballer.
He was effective as well, Kevin Davis.
Kevin Davis. Like, no, let's not do that, Tobes. Let's not do that. Kevin Davis.
Yeah, man, come on, bro. Man.
He was actually horrific to watch sometimes.
No, I'm saying he's a better footballer than Delap. He is.
No,
he is a better footballer.
I'm not going to take it that far.
I'm not saying that.
I'm not taking that far as well.
I'm confidence tax.
I'm saying
confidence tax.
Football with a ball at their feet, he was a better footballer than you.
So let me ask you a question. Are you not writing off Delap then? Are you not saying that?
No, I'm not. I literally said
he
needs to leave Chelsea.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
He can't hang at this.
I wouldn't write off Delap just yet. That's what I was going to say.
No, he needs to go
be a mid to low level bully. That's what he needs to be.
Yeah.
Go.
He was meant to go to Everton. He was meant to go to Everton.
That's where he should have gone. That's where he should have gone.
Yeah,
that would have been ideal.
Facts. Perfect place for
him. Yeah.
I didn't read out the last super chat, so apologies on Chelsea. I moved on from it. Now it's not in the back end. So whichever one that was, apologies. But let me continue. Mark says there is a plan. The plan is to destroy Chelsea. Get the F out of the club. Blue coat out now. Happy St. George's Day, guys. Big up, Mark. Come on. Tired of Chelsea fans overrating, overinflating the talent of their players, and then when they fail, they have this "woe is me" attitude, like Matisse. That was from Ace.
I didn't say woe is me. I didn't say feel sorry for me. I'm just telling you the facts of the situation. But again, just because we have players that are rate doesn't mean that there isn't problems. Two things can be true. When Arsenal were 8th, was Aubameyang shit? No, he was still a top striker. Point in case.
And that's it for that. Chelsea don't play, so that is that. But Brian says, shout out Steve for backing his team no matter what. You can now enjoy this big man. And that transitions over to Steve. I mean, Chelsea out of the way, Steve. Man City win.
Yeah. It was all about the 3 points. We know where we need to be with that. Keep winning. It was a tough game because if we beat Burnley, they were down. They set up deep. Rodri missing, I think, upset our rhythm of the last few weeks because he's obviously massive. For me, I'd have put Nico Gonzalez in the midfield and kept O'Reilly at left back. He obviously changed it. O'Reilly went into midfield and Aït-Nouri came in at left back, but I thought we were very, very slow. We had loads of chances. Let's have it right. It could have been 5 or 6, but it's all about the 3 points. You know what I mean? We've just got to keep winning. I don't believe this goes down to goal difference. I've been listening to radio today and Sky and talking about goal difference. I don't believe that happens. I feel like somewhere down the line, someone's going to slip somewhere. So for me, it's 3 points and we got the 3 points. So we're now top of the league. Doesn't matter. That to me, I'm not bothered about that. It's good for banter with Turkish because he did say he was never going to touch second. So that's good. Nice. But other than that, we just got to keep moving, doing what we were doing. Erling Haaland again, the lamppost. You know what I mean? He needs to be dropped apparently. 2 winners into the last 2 games. You know what I mean? Some of these people are fucked in the brain. But yeah, we created chances. Felt comfortable. I went to the game and I didn't feel like we were going to concede or anything. But then it gets to around 60, 70 minutes and you're in a catch-22. Because then people are saying, we should beat Burnley 3 or 4-0 for the goal difference. And I'm like, yeah, but if we go gung-go forward here now and we go and concede because we get caught on transition, then everyone will go mad saying we've blown the title. The points is the priority. The goal difference can happen down the line. If it starts to look like goal difference, you can start to think about it. But now it's about the 3 points, you know what I mean? And don't lose it. We've got an FA Cup game at weekend. Southampton. It's going to be tough. I feel like Pep's itching to change the team because he's got a load of players on the bench that haven't played any minutes for ages. So I feel like he's itching to sort of change it. So don't be surprised if weekend against Southampton, there's a lot of changes. You know what I mean? I feel like Kovacic has not played all season. He's there. John Stones is fit. He's there. Nathan Ake, you know, started against Arsenal in the final. He's there. Trafford will be in net. So, but no, against Burnley. Burnley, you know what I mean? They've been poor this season. They know where they are. But last night they dug deep. They tried to put a bit of a fight up in front of the fans. And 1-0 to them is probably a great result, you know what I mean? Because they probably expected to get spanked. But I'm not looking too deep into it. 3 points is what we came for. 3 points is what we got. And we're on a great run at the minute. And like you say, we're back in the mix. That's all we needed to be, back in the mix. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it now. I'm looking forward to each game as it comes. And, you know, may the best team win in the title. But we're definitely on it now.
I should be 5-0, to be honest with you, that game.
Yeah.
Menu was poor. I can't lie. Listen, Steve, you might be.
I'd say about 8-3.
Yeah, Semenyo was poor.
Listen, I don't want to go
on
poor
for ages.
Yeah, he has.
Semenyo.
I'm trying to, you know, but yeah.
All these people in the chat, when I mentioned that, yeah, we're jumping on my case. Oh yeah, this, that, the other, blah, 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 blah. Right? When it comes to judging players, you ain't gonna go through my monologue on here and look at any player I've gassed up that hasn't turned out to be how he's turned out to be. So have a bit of fucking respect. When I say a player is poor because he's got a fucking bad touch, then, you know, say, you know what, Steve actually knows what he's talking about. So don't fucking think, oh, he's fucking only saying that. He's only saying that because of this. Is it a colour thing and all that? Stop talking shit. I know the players, yeah? And I told you about his first touch. Yeah, but he scores goals. Yeah, but don't let goals fucking blind you. I've told you, when you're playing a Man City team, you have to do other things like fucking press, like actually bring the fucking ball down, beat your fullback, work hard off the ball, you know? So I'm not going to say anything about Semenyo. I back Semenyo. We sing his name, and he's a Man City player. Pep will decide on Semenyo. But I'll tell you something. I said it. You don't get 3 or 4 stinky games in a row playing for Man City. That doesn't happen, yeah? You'll be fucked off. And you won't get these players sat on that bench now, like Phil Foden, etc. They're not getting a minute they're not getting a minute. So Semenyo, he needs to step it up. You know what I mean? He's doing okay, and he's a new player, so he needs time. But his first touch, Jesus Christ! When you've been watching Riyad Mahrez and stuff like that for years, and all of a sudden, fuck's sake, mate, the first touch. You know what? Savinho is not as good as Semenyo, in my opinion, for being a killer. But Semenyo's clear. He's fucking brilliant. Yeah, it's his tech ability, Semenyo. And that's not me being harsh. He probably knows that. I see some of the players, the ball comes over the top. He goes to bring it down. It hits his knee, flies out for a throw-in. I can see some of our players like, fuck, you know, like.
You know what it is, yeah, go on, Matisse.
Sorry, I just want to say on, because we've spoken about Semenyo so many times, like, but you see Turkey, this guy, the ball that he, like, the way that he created that chance for O'Reilly, oh my God. He looks like, and it's not groundbreaking, he looks like he will define this. Like, he will be the reason why this title race has shifted. Because when we're talking about now, you two are in a shootout and we're looking for goals. And it's not necessarily in Arsenal's nature because they've been very risk averse and they've been very, you know, kind of safe and defense first or off the ball position first, and now they've got to suddenly snap out of it and start going gung-ho and start going attack-minded. And a 1-0 win, people are saying, oh, it's not really enough for City, they need 4 or 5, and the same will be said of Arsenal against Newcastle. This Cherky guy, he is only interested in playmaking of the purest form. He just wants to put the ball on a plate for everyone. And he just and he doesn't stop. Every time he gets the ball, he's just going again. And they could miss a chance, like O'Reilly did, and he just goes again. He just goes again and again and again and again. And in terms of racking up goals, City look like they can do it because of him, not necessarily because of Semenyo or because of Doku, because these guys are too up and down. But this guy here in the 10, he's the reason why they will keep going and making chance after chance after chance. He was brilliant to watch, man. He's so good to watch.
We often talk about Ronaldinho, and especially in recent weeks, in terms of just the attitude he played with. This Cherky's playing with that attitude, and I'm talking about levels. And before people start saying I'm comparing the two, I'm not. I'm talking about the attitude on the pitch. The attitude on the pitch is I'm going to have fun and I'm going to kill you at the same time, and I'm going to laugh and I'm going to smile. It's refreshing to see. we've talked about how shit this league has been, and the Mavericks. There's no Mavericks. There's no spontaneous players. It's all robotic. Even Pep's been accused of having robotic players, and everyone else as well. You know, the conversation about entertainment. But this guy has come in, took a couple of games to warm up to the league, the hardest league in the world, the most physical league in the world. Attackers take time to settle. This guy has come in and had fun. And that's the best part of it. Apart from having an impact on the title race, hopefully the most impact in the title race, but he's having fun at the same time, and he's laughing, and you can see the camaraderie he's got with the fans already. It reminds me of Steve King Clancy, man. He reminds me of King Clancy.
Peter Crouch said the other day on Twitter, didn't he? He said Turkey King Clancy, but I mean that run he did against Arsenal where he jinked in the box. That was a King Clancy kind of run, because you snookered there. You can't touch him. You touch him, he's down. You literally can't. And if you look, I think Gabriel's foot, he leaned his foot out, and Turkey just glided past it. It must have been millimeters. You know what I mean? And if that gets a little knock off his foot, he bobbles that into the goalkeeper's hands. That's how clever he is. But he's making us tick. I talked about the rhythm. I talked about Haaland and how he doesn't know which way to play, because all of a sudden 1 week we've got Foden on the left, then we've got Bernardo on the right, and it's like, for a striker you need to know, right, if I make this run, Turkey's finding me. And yesterday Turkey was all over the pitch, and like he's enjoying his football. Pep said the only problem with him is he keeps coming deep for the ball. You know, if you don't get the ball for about 60 seconds, he wants it, so he's coming deep, and he's no good towards Donnarumma. He needs to be in that little gap, in that pocket where you can find him and kill him. But yesterday I thought he was a great player. And you're right. I think everything that this run we're on now, there's no coincidence. It started when he started playing Turkey regular. And I think that, you know, he's a fantastic talent and a joy to watch. But City's doing all right. You know, sometimes you can't play well every single game. You can't. And Arsenal will tell you that. This season, they've got points where Turkish will say, fucking hell, we stunk the gaff out. But they're not bothered because we got the points. You know, that's it. You get the points. And City you could see it. You know, typical City kicks in sometimes. People saying, fucking hell, what do you think tonight? I'm like, I think we'll win. Yeah, but it's Burnley away, innit? You can see it. And then you're going to get that every game now. They're going to tell you about Everton on a Monday night. And this fixture congestion thing coming up with City near the end of the season, it's going to look bad. If City win on weekend, we play Bournemouth on a Wednesday night away. It's fucking grim for any fan to go to Bournemouth anyway, not on a Wednesday night. And then I think they're cramping in like 3 games in fucking 7 or 8 days or something. It's going to be mad. If you get to the final.
Last week now, isn't it?
Say again.
Palace is before the last game of the season now, right?
I think so. Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah.
I was going to say, where they're going to put that one there.
That's Palace are in Europe as well, so they could all change again.
No, that week is free because that is the final of every European competition is the week after. So that week is free. So that one's actually, I think today I see it was 22nd. It's been confirmed.
All right, I'll have a look now.
Did I see it on my fantasy or did I saw it somewhere? 22nd. It was. Am I going mad?
I looked at the pictures, but I think you should have. I hope that 1-0, only 1-0 win doesn't come back to haunt City. That's what I'm saying, man.
You never say that. We beat Burnley 5. We beat Burnley 5-1 at home. You know what I mean? So it'd be other games that come back. If you lose on goal difference, it's not one specific game. It's a goal. It's a game. It's like we played United that year. We won the league on goal difference. We beat United 6-1 at Old Trafford. So it's like good to say, yeah, that's the game that won us a league, but it didn't really.
I don't think it'll come down to goal difference, guys. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree. I think it'll be one on points.
1 point, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Palace is the 22nd of May, and Villa is the 24th of May.
You know what, man? Yeah, I'm looking at these Man City fixtures, and they're not easy, you know, guys.
Palace is an 8 p.m. kickoff.
No, it says here, Palace at 3 o'clock.
Oh, 3 o'clock.
No, that can't be confirmed.
It will change.
If it's midweek, it can't be 3 o'clock. If it's midweek, it's not possible.
Change.
Yeah.
To be fair, your one is midweek, Matisse. You play on holiday.
Who do we play?
I think you play 3 p.m.
Who are you telling me about games for?
What are you doing about his games for?
No, but honestly, like, I'm just saying that there is games at crazy times.
No,
I think I seen something, man. Let me see it again.
I'd say it's not confirmed.
1 second.
Confirmed. The last game of my season is this Sunday.
Things, man. You're always seeing things, man.
Yeah.
Stop seeing things.
Season ends on Sunday for me. I know what the rest of you man have got planned.
Yeah, you lot are playing on Monday, bro. Monday the 4th of May. You're playing at 3 p.m.
Who? How are we playing 3 p.m. on a Monday? You ain't never seen a 3 p.m. game on a Monday before your life.
Right now.
There's never been a 3 p.m. game on
Bank holiday Monday. Bank holiday Monday.
Yeah, bro.
3 p.m. on a Monday? No way.
For
TV reasons, it
can't
going
to change. He's right.
It can't
change. It's going to change.
I'm sure, right. It's 3 p.m.
Can I just ask a question as well?
No way.
No way. Really?
We don't do bank holidays, Batista.
What do you think? What you guys thinking of Cousinov? Because I think he's been
quality.
Oh, he's unbelievable.
And I've never seen media focus on this guy's one only fucking mistake in the game. Do you remember on his debut?
Yeah, it's nasty. They're still talking about it.
Unbelievable. Even yesterday off the ball, he's just don't say a lot, but fuck me, man. He leads by example. He's got pace, he's got power, he can tackle, he can pass, he can drive with it. I mean,
it's a brilliant combination with Gay. Because Gay, he's they almost probably, I'd say, the quietest partnership you can imagine in terms of communication. It's like hear no evil, see no evil, fucking do evil. Because between them two,
it's a good solid partnership.
It's the turning point of Man City's season. I don't care what anyone says.
It's true. They couldn't defend, Grizz.
They couldn't defend. That partnership, and yesterday was an example because the firing squad didn't fire. It was only one goal, but you could never see Burnley scoring, and it's because of the Kusanov. Look, I disagree with Steve when he says, "Oh, Diaz." I think Diaz is on his way out.
Yeah, same.
We know Ake's struggling. John Stones is leaving.
But you wouldn't get rid of Diaz when you got Stones and Ake already leaving. I think you'd keep Diaz.
I hear that. Guardiola as well. But this is a mad partnership.
Because I think he was playing good football at the start of the season. Then he got injured. Then he wasn't really starting. But I remember him against Brighton he played really well against Brighton in the reverse fixture. I think he went off. Then it collapsed. Then I remember him. He played right back against Arsenal away. Played really, really well in that game. He's been playing well for Man City for a minute. I think obviously now it's come to the forefront because
it's like a silent assassin.
The top of the league and Gahey's come in, but he's been playing some good stuff for Man City for a while. He's a good player.
But obviously they were exposed, isn't it? Midfield. Rodri is obviously a massive difference.
Oh
because we was talking about Man City's midfield physically can't compete all season. Like they're just getting overrun, run through, and that's obviously when that happens, that put more pressure on the centre backs. So both of those situations have improved.
Yeah.
So obviously,
I think it was mentioned just here now that like with the back line that they have and the way they play, the aggressive line that they actually play to press teams, he's perfect for that because he's got the athleticism to recover. Like you try, I think I actually disagree with you, Grizz. I think Burnley actually had a couple of moments to score. They could have scored a couple of goals, but there's also a couple of moments that he stopped, and it isn't the first time he's done that. He's done it against Arsenal and some of the other games they played as well.
I've never seen anyone beating for pace yet. I feel so relaxed when the ball goes over the top. I feel so relaxed with him because I feel like, he's getting in front of him. When we had Ruben there and Mark Gay, they were playing that curved ball around the back and we were struggling a little bit. But Mark Gay, like Grizz said, such a calm defender on the ball, such an intelligent defender. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow. But no, we've got a big centre-back problem. Well, we haven't got a problem. Ake will leave. Stones will leave. Manuel Akanji will leave. He's on loan at Inter. We've got Vitor Reyes coming back from Girona, who's going to probably be around. And then we've got Gvardiol Diaz. It'll be Gvardiol Diaz, Gay, and Kusanov, I think. Gvardiol might go sort of play left back in certain games, or Riley might go into midfield. I don't know how it's going to work, but we're definitely stacked next season in that department.
No, you are. And also you've got, sorry, I don't know if you mentioned, but you got that kid, that Brazilian kid.
Yeah, Vitor Reyes.
Sorry, Vitor Reyes. Where, sorry, so you think he's going to stay or you're going to have to loan him out?
I think he's going to come back. He's played more or less every game for Girona. He's getting rave ratings out there. He's in the Brazil squad. I think he's coming back. The one that might... Yeah.
He's in the Brazil squad?
Yes. And the one that might leave is Jumba Bar, who's on loan at Nice. I think he'll be sold. But speaking about the Brazil squad, there was a big special on the radio today from, is it that Tim Vickery, who's the South American correspondent?
Yeah,
talking about Neymar. Talking about Neymar, stinking the gaff out, fans trying to kill him and that. Having to walk off the pitch with his hands in his ears. Is
that because the misogyny stuff?
I don't know. They're saying he stank the gaff out the last few games. He said he's not been playing well. He said they don't reckon he'll make the squad for Brazil. But
let him rest, man.
We'll see.
Man.
But then again, Esteval's injured now, so they might need him. Esteval's injured now. They might need him, to be fair.
Bro, everyone's flying. Everyone's dropping like flies, man. This World Cup might need to be postponed, man. You know what I mean?
The Yamal thing as well.
Yamal will be fit.
Arda Güler, I think he got an injury as well today.
He'll be fit. He'll be fit for the World Cup, as will Yamal. I think we'll be good.
Bro.
I think we'll survive.
Even the fact, but even these, you don't need these guys coming in not firing and playing at their best level, man. Because boy, we need these guys fit and firing.
One of my mates said this months ago, and he said, "Watch." He said it about a couple of months ago. He said, "Watch how many players pull out the last month of the season with injuries."
I wouldn't blame them if there's nothing to fight
for. Watch, and he said it, and you know what? Ever since he said it, I've kept messaging every time a player pulls out since out until the World Cup. A lot of players are not putting it in, man. A lot of players.
Too many games, man.
This World Cup is massive for a lot of countries, man. A lot of players. I know we sometimes don't feel it with the England setup, but a lot of these players love playing for their country in the World Cups. Everything and all.
It's a lot of pride.
Talking about Ryan from Bournemouth getting in the squad, which is good. He's a great player, but he won't be at Bournemouth for long.
He's going to be worth 60 million next season. Done deal.
He's got 100 million release clause.
100 million release clause, isn't it?
100 million, man. Bournemouth don't play around, man. 60 million.
He's what
they need to do that because they need to survive, man. Bournemouth attendance is wank. So they need it. Right, about 12,000.
That stadium is so small, man.
Yeah, imagine they're in the Champions League next season, bro, with 11,000, man. Come on, man. They got to fix up.
What's UEFA's bare minimum capacity?
Bro, the Bodo Glimt got 4,000, bro.
Oh, okay.
So seven Bodo. But I don't know. It's mad. But Bournemouth, I always feel like they're limited because of that stadium. They
need to do something.
Revenue must be terrible.
That's the game that you have to be careful. That's the game.
Bournemouth. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Bro.
I'm looking forward to every game. I'm looking for. Listen, when it gets to this point of the season now, it's literally that old saying: "May the best team win." That's it. We're level on points. We're level on goals. We're level on. You can't get any more level than where we're at. But for me, this is where I said, let's get it to the end. Let's have a fucking go. And we're having a go. We beat them in the cup final. We beat them in the league. You know what I mean? We've got the momentum. The ball, we've passed the baton to them now. They've got 2 games before we play again. They can be 6 points clear.
Yeah.
So they've got to go and do it. And that's it. And that's how it is. I've been here before with Jurgen's, Klopp's team, GRIZZ. We've been here. It's minging. You know what I mean? It's minging, but we'll see.
Do you know what it is? I never thought City would get back into this position because I just didn't trust them. But City, they thrive in this position. Like, when it's like this, Liverpool, how many times have you gone to the final day, Steve? Too many times.
Oh, yeah.
It's mad. Like, you always manage to make it go to the final day.
You can see Pep's persona. He's loving it. How relaxed is Pep suddenly? He's talking.
Yeah, because
he was pressing early.
He knows, man.
It's like they prefer it like this.
Quick one, yeah. I know it's not related, but Leicester City, man, they got relegated, man.
Terrible.
Yeah, that's
terrible. I think that's sad, man.
Have you seen their starting 11?
It's horrible.
Did you see the owner? Did you see the owner come out the ground and then fans said to him, watch the clip. And he walked over and the guy looked like he was going to burst into tears. And they were like, are you going to save us or what? And he was like, he didn't answer him. And they're going, are you going to put the money in and all that? And he went, I'm going to try my best. And I was like, wow, I think this guy got the shitty end of the stick when his dad died.
100%.
I think he got
wasn't ready
on him. He wasn't ready.
Yeah, he wasn't ready. It's a lot, man.
And like you say, if you lose your dad, I mean, his dad's probably been like, God, you go to your dad for business advice, stuff like that. Yeah. He's got no one. He's been thrown in the deep end. He's dealing with that. He just looked like he needed to get out of there. I reckon Leicester need a change again. Someone to buy him and go again.
The thing is,
they when they won the administration.
Yeah, because when they won the Premier League, they put so much money into their training facilities, into all of their 85
million, bro.
Yeah, like they put it state of the art, like Champions League level quality, quality to try and attract players because they were obviously qualifying for Champions League. But then, like obviously, when you go down the divisions, the restrictions on finances goes mad, and then you have to keep all the lights on with all this shit. It just adds up, bro. And then it's peak, man. Like you can't just say, "Oh, you're gonna put money in." Putting money in is not the problem. It's that you can't. You literally can't. You have to balance the books.
Bro, look at that 11 that played against what was it that they just played, bro? Oliver Skip.
Yeah, the whole bro.
Bro, they had a decent team. Jamal Lascelles are playing Champions League football.
Remember that Pierre guy, the right back? He was good in the league.
Yeah, Ricardo Pereira.
The injuries cooked him.
Lascelles was Newcastle captain.
Yeah. Vestergaard is Danish international.
Vestergaard is crap.
No,
he's crap, but, you know.
We were this close to signing that Fatawu winger. But he changed the agent or something, blah, blah, blah happened, yeah. But I still think he's fantastic, man.
He should be able to get a move. He'll be fine.
He'll get a move. But bro, think he's on 100 grand a week, isn't he?
Winks.
Harry Winks, yeah,
bro.
He's on 90. He's on 90 bags a week. That's mental.
That is mad.
Mental, man.
Jordan Ayew, how much is he probably on?
That's bankruptcy shit, man.
Shit, man.
They've got players that were in the Prem. Like Daka was in the Prem.
Daka.
Vestergaard was in the Prem. Begovic, Prem. Like it's mad, bro. I don't know how. I actually don't even know how they've got relegated with that team. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's mad, man. It's mad. It's a humbler, man. You know what I mean? Your TOBS, you know what I mean? You gotta just.
Someone will nick that. What's the winger called? Jeremy Monga. Someone will take him.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Yeah, he's 16. Yeah, I heard it's cold.
Someone will take him, but like you say, Leicester as a club, it's tough, man. It's tough.
10 years ago, I remember, man, when they, you know what I mean, the whole, man, it was like
they won the FA Cup, they won the league, won the FA Cup.
Yeah, they won
the Charity Shield. Yeah. Brendan Rodgers.
That's incredibly sad, man.
There's a friend of mine who's a Leicester fan who I've been speaking. Well, he's a friend of a friend, but he was telling me how like how shit everything is and stuff. And then someone in the group chat asked him, like, if you had known that like you'd win everything you'd win, but you'd go into administration now, would you take it? He said, yeah. He said, yeah. He's obviously not happy with the situation, but 100%. Bro, they've lived it, man.
They've lived it,
They've lived the dream, man. Lived the dream. There's Premier League teams now that never in that Premier League that are never ever going to win the Premier League ever.
Never.
Yeah, once you live it, that's it.
You know, would you take relegation?
Someone like Jamie Vardy or someone will end up buying the club in about 5 years for cheap.
Yeah.
Consortium led by Jamie Vardy and Riyad Mahrez by Leicester.
And Kevin Drinkwater.
Yeah, and the fucking, what was he called? The centre back, the big guy, Hoof.
Robert Hoof.
Yeah, get the boys back together and bring the club back. Gary Lineker.
Shall I do City super chats? I've got a couple City ones. Let me do them now. Question to the panel: How are Man City going to manage their games if they reach the final or the FA Cup? The Palace game is still not finalized too, and then they have to reschedule one other game after that.
Oh, calm down.
They're
gonna play the whole different 11 in the FA Cup,
and then the finals after the season anyway, isn't it? So
exactly. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Actually, there was one more. I'm pretty sure of it. Where are we? Actually, we got one here from Izzy saying should have been 5. Semenyo has Lukaku's touch. He can strike a ball and run, but absolutely zero technical ability. He can't cut through defenses.
He's got to improve.
James says City winning only 1-0 against Burnley is the best worst case scenario we could have hoped for. Arsenal 5, Newcastle 1. We will be there.
The hope that kills you, man. It's the hope that kills you.
It sure is. Us City fans aren't surprised about Shirky, David Silva, De Bruyne, and now Shirky for only 30 mil. Culture. Izzy says Shirky remind anyone else of Hazard a little. Hazard used to roam around like that sometimes and ask for the ball, then drive into different pockets. I think the roaming around part, but on the ball, very different. I think. Like they have a lot of ability in both feet, but very different in how they manage that ability on the ball. But off the ball, Man need to stop talking goal difference like Arsenal are going to flick a switch and find form to win games by cricket scores. Burnley 1-0 is fine. That one's in reply to the other, and I think that is that on Man City. Yeah, let's get into us anyway. Yeah, just get into Steve, you said it. You got 2 games now. So unbelievably, after all the fucking about we've been doing for the past however many weeks, it still feels like there's one more chance to either stand up and fight and be counted, or there's one more chance to show everyone that, you know, all the ops were right about us. And it starts with Newcastle, Fulham 2. 4, 5, 6 weeks ago, I would have said I expect the 6 points ahead. I can't expect it right now. Newcastle, we just need to play better and win. Newcastle aren't exactly in a great place at this moment in time, but they're a team that have had joy against us over the season. So Arteta can't let it happen, because even though we're in that semi against Atletico, these Premier League games, either side of that Atletico game, they're massive. They're massive for Mikel. They're massive for the players. It's just massive in general. So really, we need to now start setting some sort of a different tone. And first and foremost, it's a win. We just have to win. I'm not even looking for a performance right now. Win, because I don't think it's going to go down to goal difference either. I think someone will drop points. I think we're definitely going to drop points. So I don't think it goes down to goal difference. So against Newcastle, we just got to get the win. That's it.
Yeah, this is literally TOBS analysis today. You know, just win. I can't
Just
lie.
win.
You know what I mean? It's not even a case of like performance, nothing, man. You just got to get the job done and just keep the pressure.
Yeah.
You're playing a Newcastle team which are in free fall, but then again, yeah, do you know what I mean? Like they might just rise and say, you know
100%.
what, we want to save Eddie Howe's job, because Eddie Howe's job is under the threat right now. You know what I mean? He's in trouble a little
Both
bit.
managers' jobs are under threat.
Yeah,
Never rule out Newcastle when there's an occasion.
yeah.
Like it's dangerous. Like Champions League says it for itself. How many times we see them go up against like a PSG or a Barcelona, and they do rise to the occasion sometimes, even if they don't look like they're so.
When is your Champions League game?
Wednesday.
Oh, this Wednesday.
Yeah,
That's a bit of a
So
time.
Saturday, Wednesday, basically. Yeah.
Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday.
It's,
you're away in it and Atletico first.
Yeah, away first. That aside, though, the Newcastle and Fulham home games. Do you know what kind of opportunity that is?
Mad.
Yes, Man City have gone back to the top, and you know that is that for the whole second thing. But literally, in a couple of days, we can go 3 points clear again. If a week after that, you can make it 6 points. If in between that you manage to pull out something against Atletico too,
The most biggest week you can remember.
that week can be massive in terms of swinging the tone.
What
I've
a
been
week
talking about
for you.
tone a lot since the international break, and we're just failing to set tones week in, week out. But like I said, amazingly, it seems like we've got one more chance to change it up and show something different, show something better. What was you going to say?
Can I tell you, right? The whole season, my DMs has been wild. Arsenal, all week, right? I swear to God, this week in my whole life on YouTube and social media, it's been the quietest week I've ever had in my life. I swear to God, every fucker that's been hounding me all year has disappeared. Yeah, I've got all the receipts in the bank. I'm waiting for it. LV General, all these guys, where are they now? Can't see them. No one's talking. But I guarantee you, the second Arsenal, if they win against Newcastle, it'd be like the Gremlin syndrome all over again. It'd be like someone's throwing a chicken leg in the box, and that'll be it. They'll be out again. You know what I mean? It's mad.
Yeah.
I turn up week in, week out to this show for 5 years, 6 years straight. I don't miss no cookings if we're to be cooked. Just so you know. So you know.
But I heard the chat saying Bruno G's back. That's massive. If you look at their win ratio with Bruno G, and
of course it's massive, man.
Without him, it's
especially against us, because again, Bruno Guimaraes is exactly like if someone says Turkish, what are you talking about character? What the hell are you talking? If someone says that, Bruno Guimaraes is someone that I'd say, you see that kind of character? That's what the fuck we need on the pitch. That's what we need for the Carabao Cup final. So it's that sort of player that, especially playing against Arsenal, he knows that if I pull out a big performance here, the fans are gonna love it. It's gonna go trend a little bit online. And all you need to really do against us in this form that we're in is show a bit of fight, show a bit of heart, and you can peg us back a little. So it's a bit that's big for them. I didn't know that until now.
Yeah, is Saka back or is he still injured?
Who knows, man? That I think that Delaney guy said him, Saka and Timber are close to returning. That's all I know. I don't even know if Delaney's credible.
Yeah, that mad away came, man. I can't lie. It's even like watching him, bro.
Alone, man. Why do you want to stop?
Horrible, broski, man. Like it's jarring, man. It's bro, man. Like the fact that he's just on the screen, bro, and he's trying to do something. What the thing is with this guy, it's like he'll skip past a man, but then his final ball is just absolutely woeful, man. So you don't want to get any change out of him, man. So
best thing you could do is sell him this summer and cut your losses.
100%.
Like, if anybody thinks that he's gonna like change in the second season or no, just sell him.
We can have a car boot sale this summer. We can have a nice car boot sale.
He'd do well for it. Again, this is another player. Like he'd do well in a team with more space, more transitions, isolation, like because you're not going up against slow blocks, or it's not like just he'd do all right.
Like Ilanga was at
he'd do well for a mid-table team, man. He would, but Arsenal's too much, man. It's too much.
But I think that's it for that. We just have to win it. I know it's Toby Tottenham analysis, but what more can I say after what we've been seeing? Just win the game. Let's show we have something left in us. Let's at least put a little bit of pressure back on City. And fucking and move on to that Atletico game, which is massive. It's a Champions League semi-final, but it's just hard to be excited about that when the league is the way it is.
It's not over, man. It's not over.
Steve, I am glutton for punishment being an Arsenal fan, but I know better than trying to talk trash to you in your DMs. Pick up the panel. I'm sure there's a fair few. I mean, I've seen a couple over the years, and I think that's it.
Can I just say as well? Big up Matisse's podcast branching out because the amount of messages I've had from people that have been to the doctors this week, had problems, gone to counselling, finally had to kick up the arse for watching it. The amount of people came to me at the match and said, I can relate to things that you said in the podcast, etc. So no, I'm not just bigging it up, but the podcast is a podcast for everyone's entertainment. But that podcast is changing people's lives, man. And that is the content you need. So if you haven't checked out the interviews he's done, go and check them out. Most of us have done an interview with him at some point, but I was humbled by the responses. I've had some mad messages. I'm saving them for you, Matisse, because it's a credit to you that things like that, because I never expected to say half the shit I was saying. We went in there thinking we were doing an hour and ended up fucking nearly 3 hours.
No, it was unbelievable,
man. Big
we're still chatting afterwards, but that was honest.
It was good and honest, and like you say, so many people have sent me things saying I've been stuck in a rut. I watched it. I've booked a doctor's appointment Monday, or me and my missus have fell out. I made the phone call. I'm patching it up with my kids and all that, and that's what it is. And even if just one person benefits from it, it's done its job. But like you say, big up, man, big up.
It's nice. It's getting that attention. It's been one of our best episodes, man. Like, obviously, everybody loves the drama and they love the scoops and who said this. But when you get an episode like that, where you, like you said, you just left it all out on the line, it's brilliant. And the comments are they're still commenting. There's notifications are still coming in, bro. The thing was like 6 days ago. It's crazy. It's really good.
I appreciate it, man. The sport was good.
Come on. All right, let's do predictions. That's it for the Arsenal super chats, surprisingly. But what's the table saying? I mean, SAEED, you didn't extend that lead like you thought you might. So it remains the same.
I know, man. I don't know why I predicted Chelsea draw, man. I swear down.
Second, GRIZZ 4th, Matisse 5th, TOBS 6th. Cool. Let us do Arsenal Newcastle. I'm gonna go 2-1 Arsenal. SAEED.
That's what I was gonna pick, man. I'm gonna go 1-0 Arsenal.
Steve.
1-1.
GRIZZ.
2-0.
Matisse.
1-0.
1-0. TOBS.
1-1.
1-1. What do I remember this clearly? There was a season, Steve, where it was us two. I'm sure we fucked up in a game, and you won the title that game, right? And you was what, and the players were watching it on the TV and going mad. Do you remember that? Or was it us?
No, it
was Aston Villa, wasn't it? Aston Villa.
I don't know. Was it
when Aston Villa beat you at Emirates?
It was United. Yeah, it was that one. Yeah, United one was the West Brom game when United. Did you draw or get beat off West Brom at Old Trafford, and the City players all went out to the pub, and Vincent Kompany did that speech.
Yeah.
There was one where we were watching that. Yeah, they were all the players were watching it. It was a Villa game. It was the Villa game. He's right. Yeah.
Okay. Because that's what they shouldn't allow this week.
People say it's Forest. My apologies.
Whatever it was, that's to channel that energy, because we don't beat Newcastle. City essentially win the league without even having to play in the competition that weekend. That's the feeling it would give not beating Newcastle. So we better fucking beat Newcastle. All right, cool. That's Arsenal out of the way. The other stuff is, well, Liverpool, Palace, Man United, Brentford. That's top 4, top 5. Do I call it a race with the gap the way it is? TOBS. Let's go to TOBS next, man, because TOBS is matters more pressing. Wolves away.
2 words.
Nah, I've done that. I've taken that.
No, you took that one.
No, I'll talk. I'm just saying, but there's no. Said it already. I've lost count of the amount of times I've said there's no margin for error. There is quite literally no margin for error. Like we have to be perfect over at least the next 3 games. It has to be a 3-game win streak, something that we haven't done in God knows how long. Probably like a year, if not more, maybe 2 years. I can't remember the last time Spurs have won 3 straight Premier League games, but we're gonna have to do it, man. Wolves are obviously relegated, so you would think that like they've not really got much to play for. But then you look at our record. The last time we beat Wolves at their ground was 2021. And if you look at our record against Wolves since they've been promoted, I'm pretty certain they've won more matches against us than we have against them. Like they really know how to take points off us. So just got to hope and pray De Zerbi helps the players block out sins of the past. And again, I just got to hope that he helps them remember that they're actually Premier League players. Now, we can debate the level of quality on these players, but you're Premier League players, so play like it. Honestly, play like it. It will be an absolute disaster if we see, and I know these 2 teams played at home, but to give you an example, Leeds slapped them up 3-0. West Ham slapped them up 4-0. When they needed to win, they blammed the living daylights out of Wolves. Yeah? We need to go there and win. I don't even care about 3-0s, 4-0s, 5-0s, although that would be good for goal difference. But most important thing is just secure the 3 points. Secure the 3 points and we go from there. Like there can't be anything but 3. If we leave that ground without 3 points, I already think we're going down. But if we leave that ground without 3 points, bro, you may as well just start making the change. Just start designing the stadium now with championship emblems and all that shit. Just start it now. Honestly, if we don't win that game, it's curtains, bro. Honestly, curtains.
Tottenham need 3 wins.
That stadium in the championship is wild. Just the thought of that stadium in the championship.
We were just talking about Leicester just before. Like, you know,
they're Leicester on steroids, bro.
No, they're not a Leicester, man. They're not a Leicester, man.
Not in terms of more relegations, but in terms of resources, in terms of like running costs and wages and players. They are Leicester on steroids if they go down. Like literally,
yeah, we are.
That stadium.
The stadium makes.
Yeah.
I think the stadium makes money outside of football. I think that's our saving grace. But you're right. Like the overheads are massive. Like you can't just sustain yourself on that NFL and WWE and Usher money for.
And also, you got
forever,
more
right?
games in the championship, so you got less event days.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wolves are relegated. Does that give you confidence, or is this something, guys,
no,
where
it
we've
doesn't.
seen it
Because
before?
It doesn't. They've been relegated. They've basically been relegated for weeks, bro. And they've actually put in some good performances at home. They put in a good
But
performance.
they have tailed off though their performances. They have kind of tailed off. You know how they went through that little bit of a high. They beat Liverpool. They drew, but I think they've gone down a little bit in a sense.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah. That's why they relegated, guys.
But it's up to us. Like, early goal is important. It's up to us to keep that downward momentum going. You just need to win, man. Honestly, like I have no.
They've had an internal battle, haven't they? They've had an internal scuffle with the striker and.
Apparently,
Mane and the other one, the Nigerian striker, they had beef. He's been suspended. He's terrible, though. He's terrible,
bro. The chat will know. I said Tolu might be the worst striker I've ever seen.
He is awful, bro.
Honestly, awful.
But they got some good players, man. João Gomez and Andre. They're good. I think they're good players.
He'll be going. João Gomez will be a good asset to a team next season.
We could do with João Gomez.
Said Gallagher.
Of course I would. What do you mean would I take him? I just told you they're good players.
I don't know about
the Fernandes guy at West Ham would be good for you as well.
Apparently.
Shut up, Spurs. Why would he go Spurs?
I'm not saying he would, but I'm saying that
he's looking at top 5.
He's a good player, man. But obviously, set man here get offended because I said I don't want Curtis Jones because he's not a strong passer. So
underrated.
Apparently, Curtis Jones is one of the most progressive passers in Europe. So the stats tell me.
That was a howler, Grizz, man. I can't lie. That was a howler.
He's sending me bad graphs and shit, and I'm like, fam, we watched this guy play. We watched him play.
Lad, but he's not. Yeah,
he's a good player. Don't get me wrong, good player. But is he a passer?
Steady Eddie.
Come on, man.
He's steady Eddie. But
he's on press resistance. Combination play. He's not. I get the ball. I'm gonna make 100 passes in the game. That's never been his game.
Good for me. Good for you. He won't go to Spurs. You don't want him. That's fine. Good for me as well. No problem.
But yeah, no. It's what it's. I don't know what it is, you guys, but I've just got a feeling my West Ham are going down. I know I don't know whether people want Tottenham to go down in this chat or the community, but I just don't trust West Ham, man. I really don't, man. Like, I know they've got probably better firepower. They've got the Bowens, but for some reason, I feel like they're gonna let everyone else down, and Tottenham will find results.
What them and Nottingham Forest have over us is momentum.
I don't think Forest for me I think they're safe.
I wouldn't be so sure, but they've got a buffer. Us and West Ham, we don't have a
2
buffer.
games
They have
swing.
a buffer. Yeah. But I think with West Ham, they actually have momentum. I don't think we have momentum. We need to win. We need to build our momentum, whereas they actually have momentum. So we'll see, man. They should have put us to bed on Monday. They didn't. And I think the difficulty of fixtures they have is actually comparable, if not worse, than ours. Like, they've got some tough fixtures. So we'll see, man.
Yeah.
Let's do a couple of these super chats while we're here, because I think a couple mentioned Tottenham or ex-Tottenham players. I hope Kane wins the Champions League. He deserves it. True Pro. That one's a bit fun, better than your team. Musadaz says, will Toby be on the show next year? Yes, Spurs are not Big Six. Maybe if the English Football League or of the English Football League. Come on, City. Big up Steve, SAEED, Matisse, Grizz, Turkish, River to the Sea. Big up my bro Musa. Come on. Oh, great. Toby's wearing the Knicks hat again. That's a loss tonight. If it's any consolation, Tobes, the second most important player in the Knicks, is a London-born Nigerian. Big up D-Wise. And I think that's it. Actually, this one kind of crossover. Parasite asks Matisse, one option. Number 1, our owners sell up, but Spurs stay up. Or 2, our owners stay, but Spurs go down. And Arsenal second for number 2.
Very easy decision. Come on, man. If the owners can sell, boy, I'm signing that yesterday, bro.
Good answer. Predictions. Tottenham away to Wolves. I'm going to go... I'm going to go 2-1. I'm going to go 3-1 Tottenham. SAEED.
Oh, I'm going to go You know what, man? I'm going to go 2-0 Tottenham.
Steve?
2-1 Spurs.
Grizz?
2-1 Spurs.
Matisse?
2-0 Spurs, I think.
Surely, man. Surely they got beat.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Surely, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Surely, man.
But also, it's like win-win. If they lose, I'm laughing. So I'm like,
oh yeah. Oh yeah, we'll be there.
Go on, Tobs.
2-0. In fact, no, 3-1 Tottenham.
Go on, Toby.
Come on.
Okay, another 3-1.
Yeah.
Everyone's gone for Tottenham. Cool. We move up. Well, up next, what's left is the top 5 stuff. Man United, home to Brentford, Liverpool, home to Palace. 2 good games, but I mean, not much jeopardy anymore since Chelsea have just fallen flat on their face. And
all 4 clubs that you've mentioned have had decent. All 4 clubs that you mentioned, 2 are having a decent season for their standards. 2 are not, and it's you know, they're easily in and around us. Palace have beaten us 3 times in a row. Like we need to beat them, man. This is madness. Like talking about what do you call a club when you're, you know, nemesis, man, your bogey team, whatever.
Yeah.
Palace is
but every time you play them, they lose players.
What do you mean by that?
Every time you play them, they've lost a playmaker or a captain or this or that. So surely now this is the worst version of them ever in this run that you're talking about. You should be able to beat them now, at home as well.
Yes, I agree with you. I can't disagree with you. We should beat them, but we're so inconsistent. It's wild. But yeah, Palace at home, not much build up, not much on the game. Just again, it's like a, you know, when your tour's ending and like you just want to get home. You just want to get home, and I just want the season to end. Literally nothing to play for. We got top 5 secured now because of Chelsea's downfall. I think Brighton are 4 points behind us, but we've got a game in hand. You know what I mean? I can't see Brighton winning all their games for them to catch up. So we've got the Champions League spot as the worst consolation possible in a dismal season. And let's just hope we can end Mohamed Salah and Robertson's Liverpool careers on a little bit of a high. It's going to be their 2nd last game or 3rd last game. You know, only a couple more occasions at Anfield for Mo and Robbo. So yeah, man, that's the only thing. Just the what's it called? The final tour for Mohamed Salah, the road. You know what I mean? Let's just see him out and let him go on a blaze of glory.
SAEED?
Yeah, listen, man. It's just maximizing the points. That's all it is, man, right now. And just solidifying 3rd. And then I think that's about it, really. And listen, fans want performances. That's the kind of agenda right now with Man United fans, is whether Man United have been playing well. And for me, I've always said, like, just get me the results and get me to Champions League. You know what I mean? And then we can build on that next season. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? I just think for me, Michael Carrick done a very good job beating. He's got 8 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. I'm sorry, but I'm not complaining. And yeah, man, just solidify top 3. Brentford will be tricky though. Be tricky. They'll be trying to get into that top 6, man. So it'll be a tricky game, but you should expect Man United to win, man, at home. So yeah, I think there was a super chat before about Tchouaméni that you might want to read.
It was from Daniel. Said 400 Tchouaméni links. He lacks the player, and we need a 6th to partner Manu. He says.
Yeah, I like him. I can't lie. Whether it's attainable, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, man. You don't know what they like, Real Madrid, man. They might just sell half of their team and be like, yo, we've won no trophies in 2 years. Let's go and get him. Let's go sell him. So, yeah, I like him, man. I've liked him ever since he's at Real Madrid. Direct number 6. And, perfect. Physicality, I think he could deal with the Premier League. Was in the Ligue 1 anyway for Monaco. So, yeah, man, right age, right profile. I like it, man. And I think they're quoting around 70 million. So I think that's a decent price for a player of Tchouaméni's quality.
Really? So, I think you should be negotiating a lot stronger than 70 million. I think you should be trying to bring that right down, bro. Right down.
We'll see in it. We'll see. But I don't think that's crazy amount.
I think it is.
You think so?
It is. I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you were getting the
Tchouaméni,
if you were getting the Tchouaméni at Monaco when he was first,
he's been Real Madrid's best player this season.
Whenever I've watched him, he's actually been
pretty
decent for Real Madrid.
It just doesn't feel like 70 million.
You're not going to get him for less. You think Real Madrid are going to sell him for less?
Then they won't sell him. If he's been there this season, like you lot are saying, and Madrid need changes, they're not going to want.
He hasn't been better than Mbappe, has he?
No, but in midfield though, he's
in midfield. But their midfield is. This is why I always say Enzo can go and play in their midfield because their midfield's not been great. Their midfield's not been great. Camavinga.
They're trying to get rid of Camavinga.
Yeah, he's available.
Too keen on. They're trying to get rid of Camavinga, which I'm like, yeah, cool.
Tchouaméni and Camavinga, let's say 3 years ago, 2 years ago, were two of the best players in their positions in the world, and the potential was huge. Obviously, Camavinga because of injuries. Would we say Tchouaméni has had injuries as well? I don't think he's at that level, but according to reports, he's coming back to that level. And if Man United get him, it'd be a travesty. So
I want to know where Nottingham Forest are getting the price from for Elliot Anderson.
This is it. We're saying 70 million is crazy for
Elliot Anderson.
Money, but Nottingham Forest
he's going to go for about
150 million.
Ultimately, he's going to go for around 78. We know this,
bro. They want big money, man.
Prem tax, innit? Prem
tax, man. English they want big money, and you're telling me Tchouaméni is going to cost me 70 million. I'm sorry, I know where I'm going. So, yeah, man. I like Elliot Anderson, but if they're saying it's that price. Yeah, man, stay away from that, man. Because we need to buy a couple of midfielders. You don't realize that we're trying
to say how would you say his name once he signs for him?
He's overpriced as well.
He's overpriced.
I'd rather Tchouaméni than Baleba. But now it's time to strike.
He's overrated as well.
No, but now
I don't think he's overrated. I think he's
overrated. Trust your dad. Trust your dad.
All right, relax.
Fuck.
No, what's good? Baleba's talented, man. I think there's a player in there.
He's talented. He's not.
50 million. I don't want to spend more than 50 million. More than 50 million.
If you could pick him up for 50 million, that's a good pickup.
50 million. Price has to go down.
That's not
They're
happening.
not selling him for 50 million.
That's Tony Bloom you're talking to. You're not getting him for.
We need to negotiate.
The reason why I say
let's negotiate.
The reason why I say that was Madrid.
Let's negotiate, man.
Yeah, let's negotiate.
Do Madrid not lack funds? Do they not need to raise capital? So maybe, do Madrid never really go and buy?
Madrid's
I don't know. I don't know how much that weight that I don't know how much that Vinny and Mbappe wage is blowing a hole in their pocket. But
it's mad.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
They're looking to get rid of Camavinga, and I'm sorry, man. Camavinga is a risk, even though he's talented. It's a risk with his injury record.
Only because of his injuries, though, isn't it? That's why.
Yeah, but that's a big injury.
Yeah, he was a talent. It's the injuries for me.
He's still a talent. Yeah. I'm just saying, is he creme de la creme?
Maybe just buy both, Saeed. Seeing as you need 7 players, get Camavinga, get Tchouaméni. French midfield.
Camavinga is a better left back. I agree. Someone put Camavinga as a better left back. I agree.
He was brilliant at left back under.
I agree.
Yeah, he was. Listen, he's a good player, man. He's just, for me, you know what it is at Real Madrid, man? They're just cutthroat, man. Once they realize, enough is enough, they'll sell your ass, man. So
they're looking for free. Real Madrid are looking for people who are out of contract. They're always sniffing about.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Listen, don't be surprised if the Rodri thing don't appear again.
Yeah, Rodri, exactly. This makes sense. This makes sense. So if Tchouaméni leaves here, to Man United, then Rodri is the perfect replacement.
Hey,
I've got a theory as well on Pep.
Yeah.
If Pep Guardiola wins the Premier League this season, he leaves.
Oh,
Bomba!
Please, that's a double whammy for us.
Can't begrudge him for that either, to be honest.
In goes Maresca.
City win.
And here's my other theory. I think you're correct. Maresca comes in for.
Oh, now you accepted him.
Don't even let me finish.
You don't even need to finish. That was
it wasn't happening.
Listen to me. Maresca comes in for 1 season as cannon fodder because anyone that replaces Pep Guardiola is destined to fail because he's jumping in Pep's shoes.
Oh,
very true. Very true.
Maresca comes in as cannon fodder for 1 year,
and then
the season after, Vincent Kompany.
Fair.
I don't know. It's a bit disrespectful.
Is Kompany not selling his house in Manchester?
How was it disrespectful to him, mate? We got Pellegrini in as cannon fodder for Pep.
Yeah, but like,
it's not disrespectful. I can't lie. Maresca going to City.
Maresca's capable of what lasting one season, more than one season. Come on.
And I don't want
if he won the league
anywhere near the football club, and I don't want Pep to leave. I just had this thing in my head where I can see that happening. So no one said anything. That's just my opinion. I think that if Pep wins the Premier League this year, he will say, you know what, I'm going out on if he wins the FA Cup as well, and he goes out on 3 trophies, it's like drop the mic and go. You know what I mean?
You know what? Because that job is literally impossible to follow. You said it.
100%.
Like we've seen it with Ferguson, Wenger. It's Klopp. Klopp. There's different to be fair.
I think you're going to go for
Man City built ready for Maresca to come in. Like I know that tactically they're not the same and whatnot, but do you not think though that City are less likely to fail with managers because they've got a structure there ready? You feel me? You've got VR.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not you see, our team, ours was old. Ours was like Fergie. Let's be honest, but he left the team in a bad state. You know,
I totally disagree, Saeed. I think we're gonna see how unique Pep was, or is, but was, when he's gone, obviously.
So you're saying that Man City just drop off massively?
No. So you're trying to get me into that, innit?
No, but I'm just saying though.
I'm just saying. I'm not going down that route, Kane. But what I'm saying
is, sacked though.
But you can see like a second or third place.
Yeah, they're trying to do that moment with me. But Pep is Pep.
But you did say that.
I'm so convinced that Pep is unique. No, he is. He's like, you can't say Maresca will just fit into the system.
No. I'm saying though.
You're talking apples and
oranges.
Nuggets.
Apples and oranges, yeah.
Apples and chicken nuggets, brother. Not even oranges.
Chicken nuggets.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, apples and chicken nuggets.
This guy just can't stop thinking about chicken.
Don't forget though, people forget. Yeah, Mancini won the league. We got rid of Mancini. Pellegrini came in. He won the league.
That's what I'm saying.
Pellegrini, Pep came in and won the league. So there is something to say about the structure of Manchester City Football Club.
There you go.
There is.
You get given the platform, and you come in, and they say, right, we give you the players, you win us the league. Simple as that. And then that's it. And then you look at the players that come to Manchester City, they stay for 10 years. Yeah. So the place is, they make the place so good for the players to work and to perform. Yeah. They get everything they need. The place at the minute is buzzing. That's what I'm saying. That's the difference between it's a sound club to work for. Everything's given to the players. Everything's given to the manager. If we hit crisis, we are in the position where we can go out in a January and grab players. We can do that. But the academy's making shitloads of money. Do you know what I mean? So at the minute, it's good over there. But I think they're a bit too big a shoes to fill. And I feel like City they're not going to throw a Vincent Kompany into Pep's shoes. It's not going to happen because it'll kill him. And Luis Enrique, if Pep stays another season, then Enrique at the same time, that might be on. But other than that, I've got a feeling if Pep wins it this year, he walks away. Maresca's perfect for him. He's been around the club. He knows the academy situation. He can slide in. 12-month for Maresca as cannon fodder. I think some City fans might have to take that on the chin, including me.
The thing is, he's a good coach, Maresca. Like he has it.
I think, yeah, man.
He did throw out some wild things here and there. He was a bit mini Pep in that way, where he would do some random things that would be like Gusto in midfield, but it would work against Liverpool. So he's still got that same like unpredictability about him, but he's a good coach, man. Like in my opinion, like he developed at Chelsea a bit, and then obviously we got rid of him. Or he left, and I don't know. Like we'll have to see on the transfer window and whatnot. But it's not like there's world class elite level coaches at the top teams,
bro.
GRIZZ doesn't call Slot world class. Arteta can't be called world class till he gets something over the line. Maresca's not going into a Conte, he's not going into a situation where he's going up against serial winners up there. So he could easily compete up there with them guys with the right team. So
for real.
Are people dumb in that chat? Someone just said, "Oh, now you're accepting Maresca." I literally just said, "I'm not accepting Maresca." People dim. They're not listening.
No, we're joking, man.
It's fucking
you did dismiss Maresca a lot, though. When you,
I do, yeah. I wouldn't want him anywhere near.
You don't like him. You don't like him, innit?
Yeah, that's it.
But what I'm saying is, if they make that decision, because I get it from a rational point of view, I think, okay, I understand it. Bring him in, do that. I know it's a bit. You don't want anyone to be labelled as cannon fodder. But Pellegrini was cannon fodder.
I think that's disrespectful to Maresca.
Yeah, but Pellegrini was cannon fodder.
I really think it's disrespectful to Maresca.
Pellegrini knew his role. He knew that Pep Guardiola was coming, and he had to do the best job he could. That at the end of the season, when Pellegrini left and people had to give him a round of applause and everyone just got off, was like really bad.
Yeah,
like really bad. But it's what it is.
Yeah.
Let's look at what Man United Liverpool super chats. Do we have any more here in the back end? Nope. All right, cool. Let's do predictions. Liverpool Palace. I'm going 2-1 Liverpool. Saeed.
Liverpool at home, Grizz. Yeah. I'm gonna go 3-1 Liverpool.
Steve.
2-0 Liverpool.
Grizz.
2-1.
Matisse.
2-0 Liverpool.
And Tobs.
2-1.
What?
2-1.
Why can't you say human being?
Well, you don't know basic French.
Spanish.
That wasn't French. That was
Spanish.
Clip that.
Man said clip that.
I'm in my Saeedism. I'm in my Saeedism bag right now.
You don't know.
Don't blame me, bro. Don't blame me, bro. Like, what the hell, man? You know what I'm saying,
Saeed,
I wonder for you, man. Honestly, why do you man thought that you weren't educated? Matisse literally.
Bro, I'm in my Saeedism bag, man. Leave me be, bro. I literally said point in case nobody picked it up. I'm literally morphing into Saeed right now. I can't help it.
Get out of here, man.
Point in case. Fucking hell. Man United Brentford 2-1.
Oh,
Man
brother,
United.
come on, man. Yeah. I'm going to have to say 3-1 then.
Steve.
2-0 United.
Grizz.
Where is it?
Old Trafford.
Old Trafford, yeah.
2-1.
Matisse.
This Biscoff mommy thing is killing me in the chat, man. Saeed, you got to put heads.
Biscoff.
2-1 Man United.
And Tobs.
2-1 Man United.
Cool. All predictions are in the bag. 5 super chats to go through. Make sure you like, hype, subscribe. Individual channel links in the description below. And let's start with the most recent. Steve, who have you been going out for coffee and tea with? Says James.
Sheikh Mansour and Khaldoon.
Big up Hussein. He says, I don't think Spurs will win. Wolves' last 3 home games was against Arsenal, Villa, Liverpool. They will be motivated to do something for their fans.
They won't be. It's dead. They're finished.
Yeah. Look at what the flu. Yeah, I don't think so. Ryan says, big up the panel, guys. Hope everyone blessed, but Arsenal need to rise now, Turkish. Like it's now or never for Arteta. You say in your opinion, but nah, that's full stop. Atletico Madrid's a big game too. Definitely is, without a shadow of a doubt. I was watching some of the Big 6 old videos from 4 years back, and Aunt Grizz take on AA was he's going to be one of the top fullbacks in 5 years. What's your take now?
Who's AA?
Trent
Alexander-Arnold.
He is. I don't understand what's wrong with that take.
He's at Real Madrid.
Were we doing top 5 fullbacks of all time?
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
Remember, and you did say
okay. Yeah, take a step. I'm out.
Yeah.
That's
a bad take.
Fuck that.
He's at Real Madrid. He's still mid-20s.
It's not
of all time now.
Long way to go. And I don't think I said all time. I don't think I said all time.
This one's quite a good question. It's a familiar question framed in a different way. What is your Mount Rushmore of players to have played in the Premier League if you include their entire career? Example, Modric, Madrid, Croatia counts.
Cristiano, Modric,
Henry.
Cristiano, Henry, Modric.
Them 3 for sure.
Yeah, them 3 for sure.
The last one's tight.
Does
Suarez is a good shout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
People saying Bale as well. Zlatan is a good shout, but
I wouldn't put Zlatan.
Probably wouldn't go
Zlatan. Yeah. Interesting. We think about it.
100%. After those three, it feels like the other names are a bit not paid in comparison, but there's just a bit more depth in the three names mentioned. Last one here from Baraf saying, Mandem, petition for a separate show. Each of the big six rate the top 3 worst takes of each big six member. In certain man's case, top 5 takes. You know what this is? This is a good one for when we're chilling in Canada, Toronto this summer together, living room, outside, out and about. This is a good conversation to have then, and we'll include it in the vlog or do something along those lines. But big up for the recommendation. We've noted it down mentally, and I've noted it down right here. Top 3 takes, cool. And yeah, we move people. But listen, Canada, we are coming. Toronto, we are coming. It's booked, it's signed, sealed, delivered. Monday, 8th of June, we land. And we're there for just over a week. All the other planning, all the other little bits and bobs around back your chat and what we're doing daily, we'll let you know exactly when we know. And yeah, if you're obviously, I've seen a lot of messages in my request that I'm going to get through over the weekend. If there's anyone else that, you know, can help, wants to help, and get involved in the trip and whatnot, let us know. Message us. And obviously videographers, especially people that can help out on the day for back your chat. And I say help out, you will be paid. If there's anyone in and around the Toronto area that is willing to help, and you know, back your chat is out live, out and about, people all over the gaff. So yeah, if you think you can handle that environment, message either my Instagram, Skull's Instagram, the Big Six Instagram, or email. I won't say the email now, too many people watching, we'll just get hella spam, but we'll leave it at that. Jashar, buzzer beater, big up Turkish, and the panel, Big Steve, start, sub, sell, Kinkadze, Silva, De Bruyne.
Not answering it.
I knew it. Aye, just so you know though, Steve, Jashar, he's old school as well. He's been through a few different eras, so he's probably genuinely asking because he's seen Kinkadze.
He is. He's old school, Jashar, yeah.
But that's a fucked question, you know.
Yeah, it's fucked for me. It's fucked for me because Kinkadze is my hero as a kid. David Silva, De Bruyne's mad, but
yeah,
let me think about it.
Let him think, people. Steve, SAEED, GRIZZ, TOBS, Matisse, pleasure as always. Community, pleasure as always. Like I said, like, hype, subscribe. We'll be back on Monday. No mob this weekend, but obviously Monday's show will be at 10:30. The Man United, Man United Brentford Monday. So 10:30 will be live. SAEED a bit later than that, but make sure you're here. As always, that's it. We haven't missed anything. Prediction table done. Love for the love. Monday, people. We're at peace.